kid, it's the 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 kid. I have a meal, guys. I have a meal, guys. I have my meal. I have my meal, and I have my drink. My meal and my drink. It's an interesting weekend we have. It's a very interesting weekend we have. Of course, we have Real Madrid against Villarreal. We have Inter Milan against Atalanta. We have the Rome Derby. We have the Rome Derby. We have, of course, the North London Derby, Arsenal against Tottenham. But it is time to extend the pain and the suffering of a certain Pep Guardiola. It is time for us to extend that, and we're going to be discussing. Obviously, we're going to be looking ahead of just the games coming up for the preview, January and so forth. So look, guys, you see, Friday night we'll be like to chill. Hence why I've got a meal and a drink. See, tomorrow is going to be real. Tomorrow's going to be real, focus and so forth. But here, let's bring the meal and the drink, just sort of, take things down on a nice, beautiful, amazing level, man. But we're going to talk, man. We're going to be talk. So we hopefully should be getting some Chelsea and City fans in here. The City fan was supposed to come, but I think he had to get pulled away due to work, man. So we're going to just talk about this. I see. To begin with here, this is going to be a very difficult game for Man City because I think that this is a bad matchup for Man City. That's the first thing. It's a bad matchup for Man City. But most as well, the pink elephant in the room is Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola is very stubborn. And Pep Guardiola is very arrogant. And once you just combine his arrogance with how stubborn he is, this is now where you get a guy who will not realize that this way isn't working, and I'm going to get screwed over. And that's just the reality, because if Pep, because you have see, if a certain team has beaten you 4 straight times, that is a clear indication that your approach to this team has to change. Because if Pep Guardiola approaches the game the same exact way that he normally does, they will lose to Chelsea. Then it's all about Chelsea. Simple. Like, if we take our time back to look at that UCL final, I'll be real with you. I really thought that, okay, this is as far as Chelsea go. Because all roads led to Man City winning that game. They were the better team. They had the more experienced manager. They had already been knocking on the door for the Champions League for several years. And they had, I would say, tougher path, no. But I would say that the team they beat to get to the final was a lot tougher than the team that Chelsea beat. He had to beat PSG. I understand Pochettino tax and so forth. He still had to beat a team with that had Neymar, Mbappe, and so forth. So all signs were there. But see, the issue with Pep Guardiola is he refuses to accept that you're good, but you're not that good. Of course, you need to be giving credit with what you did with that Barca team. But look left, look right, Messi in here. Iniesta in here, Eto'o in here, Busquets, these guys are not here. So guys who were able to execute your plan to absolute perfection, they're not here anymore. So you need to come with a whole new different flex. And if you can't come with a whole new different flex, then what are you going to do? What are you going to do and how are you going to ride? So I think that's, where Chelsea are concerned. Chelsea just know that if we play our game and we defend well, it is going to be very hard for City to say what's up. I'll keep it real with you. It's going to be very hard for Man City to say what's up, because if we go to City's last game, 15 shots, 1 on target. They had 1 shot on target against Southampton. And guys, people of the audience, are you telling me that Chelsea don't have is as good a defense as Southampton? Of course they do. The only way Chelsea don't beat Man City is if Chelsea screw up. The only way that Chelsea don't beat Man City is if those guys in attack, called Hakim Ziyech, Kai Havertz, and Mason Mount, cannot play a simple pass to Lukaku, who I need to score. That's what's going to happen. If come Saturday, 2 p.m., so forth, BST, If I see that Chelsea not won that game, I know why they didn't win the game. City can't outplay Chelsea. They can't. Chelsea are the better team. Chelsea are the better coach team. And Chelsea's tactic is an antithesis to what Pep Guardiola does. So the only way that Chelsea don't win this game is if between Havertz, Zic and so forth, you don't know how to create. If Chelsea waste their chances. I don't know how City score against Chelsea. I'm sorry, like I'll keep it real with you. I mean, I'll take your comments and so forth from in here and so forth. Guys, like, subscribe. If you want to send the comments in, please use the super chats function. We thank you for your donations and so forth. But like, we'll have a discussion here. So guys, any Chelsea or City fans who want to come ahead and discuss this in detail, if you're Chelsea or Thingy fan, send me a DM. So if you want to come across, please have a good mic and you want to discuss, and you're a Chelsea or a City fan, please have a good mic. Send me a Twitter DM, send me a DM in Twitter, and I will give you the link for you to join up. So the thing is, Man City, the big player that they got was homeboy Grealish. That was the big guy that they got. They got Grealish. Now, are you telling me that Grealish is as much of a difference maker to come into this team and say, what's up? Heck no. Guys, you're dealing with the UCL winners. I'm sorry, I know guys don't want to hear this, so says you're dealing with the Champions League winners. And you are dealing with a manager who, hands down, is top 5 managers in the world right now in Thomas Tuchel. And remember, Chelsea are a work in progress. They're a work in progress. But the onus is on Man City to come in and say what's up. That's what the onus is on. The onus is on Man City to come and say what's up, because if City play a higher line, come in and attack, throw men forward, all Chelsea have to do is just be efficient with the ball, and they'll beat Man City. And what I said in that UCL final was, because this is how you can beat Chelsea. So hopefully Pep is better be listening. So I'll give you a tidbit as to how Pep can beat Chelsea, because it's going to be hard. The best way for them is if City are pragmatic. Have a pragmatic approach and they give Chelsea the ball, because the weakness of this Chelsea team is there's no creativity. Because if Chelsea are in the transition and you give them space, lights out. Guys, I can promise you right now, please book it. Save this vid, save this tweet. If City give Chelsea space and allow Chelsea to counter them, Chelsea will beat the living crap out of Man City, guaranteed. There is no chance in hell if City give Chelsea space, Chelsea don't beat the crap out of Man City. It's key. So you see, for Pep, you have to sit back and give Chelsea the ball, because do you know what that means? Ziyech, you need to be creative. Now, what's in that Ziyech needs to get sold? I'm sorry. Ziyech needs to get sold. So this is the kind of game where Ziyech, you've been flopping in the last few seasons, but this is the kind of game that you need to show up and be man of the match. You need to be a difference maker. You need to supply. You need to create. Because let's give it real, Lukaku has been clinical. If you give Lukaku a sniff, he's going to say, what's up? He's going to say, what's up? Guaranteed, he's going to say, what's up? Oh, yeah, look, no. Guys, I'll be real with you, man. I'll be real with you. This is the game for Timo Werner. Like, as shocking as it may sound, he is a Class B brick. The guy's a garbage football player. This is the game that is tailor-made for this is the game that is tailor-made for thingy-majig, man. It is tailor-made for Werner. It is tailor-made for him, because Werner without space is like watching The Exorcist. It's like watching The Exorcist. But if you give the guys space, the guys can say, what's up, man? Sorry to think, yes. I don't look, bro. I don't know what the guy is, man. And also, like, yeah, can you please change your username, bro? Like, please, I beg you, bro, can you please change your username? It's quite hard to answer questions from a guy called Ye. Please call your name Philip or David or something. Please change it into a guy called Ye or something, man. So, City won't see. Also, for Man City, so Man City are the kind of guys where they have to come and change their approach because, guys, look, because I was speaking to Ford about this. Chelsea have handed these guys 4Ls. They've handed these guys 4Ls. So in those 4Ls that they've handed them, if you've lost 4 times to a team, that is obviously a sentiment that this team knows how to play. This team knows how to break you down. So that's now not changing that. It's madness. It's complete madness, man. So guys, man, feel free to send it in keys. We'll talk about all the games. What team can really test Chelsea's defense? If PSG click, that will be a problem. How you test Chelsea's defense is individual brilliance. Because I just got watching Maradona's 1986 World Cup. How you test these guys are guys who are good in 1v1 situations. City, nah. Man City doing that whole pass, tiki-taka thing against Rudiger, Christensen, Azpilicueta, they're not having a single shot on target. It's not happening. They're not. I expect Chelsea to stop City from having a single shot on targets. Because guys, let me ask you this right there. Am I supposed to be afraid of a guy called Jack Grealish? Please, I'm asking the audience. Am I supposed to be afraid of a guy called Jackson Grealish, a B-Tech David Beckham? I'm sorry, I can't. You need Luke with 2 U's to beat City. Bro, we've got Lukaku. I don't think we need a tree trunk. Okay? We've got Lukaku. I don't think we need a tree trunk, bro. I don't think we need a tree trunk. Relax, bro. So, guys, basically, look, for me, I don't want to tempt fate and crazy things because I believe in the jinx. I expect Chelsea to beat Man City because Pep Guardiola will not change his approach. He will have the similar approach. I think this City team against this Chelsea defense and this Chelsea strategy, it's a bad matchup for Man City. And due to that, as long as those clowns, Mount Thingy and so forth, are clinical, Chelsea will beat Man City. And if Chelsea beats Man City, it's early days. The table is looking interesting. Because, guys, I'm telling you right now, I don't want Pep touching any major trophy. Call me rude, call me crazy, Pep must suffer. Okay? Pep must suffer. Ever since you stole that 2009 semi, you thief. Ever since you stole that 2009 semi, and ever since you said that you destroyed football and so forth, tried to rob Mourinho off of that game in freaking 2010, you must suffer. You must suffer. The narrative lives. And the narrative is you've spent trillions and all you can give me are a bunch of EPLs and Papa John's cups. That's it. Trillions and you can't give me a single UCL? The narrative lives. Umbani, thank you for the dog, man. Queen Umbani says, I got a nightmare of Alonso versus Mahrez. Kai! Jesu! Umbani, that is why you have the back three. I don't care what anyone says. In this system that Chelsea have, give me Marcos Alonso over Chilwell. Because Marcos Alonso is a superior football player. What Marcos Alonso can give the Chelsea team in attack, I think I'm happy to cater and accept the defensive frailties because you got Rudiger. You got Azpilicueta, specifically Rudiger, who can marshal up and protect Marcos Alonso and so forth. And Mahrez, he can do whatever he wants. When Mahrez gets the ball, double up. And my thing is that even when Mahrez gets the ball and so forth, even if he takes Alonso out of the game, you still have that back three. They are not having a shot on target. Umbani, I expect a clean sheet. Umbani, I expect a clean sheet. They're not sniffing. They're not sniffing that freaking goal. They're not sniffing that goal, bro. Your boy, King Kev, I will live. Guys, can I please ask, what did Kevin De Bruyne do in the UCL final? I respect Kevin De Bruyne. He's a legend. He did this, he did that. But all I'm asking is, what did he do in that UCL final? And I think, shout out to your boy Patrick, who was supposed to be in the show, but he had to do some work. Patrick put out a lineup, and I think they're saying De Bruyne as a false nine. You put De Bruyne as a false nine. See, I would say if I was City, I shouldn't be advising, but if I was City, I would put De Bruyne as an attacking midfielder, shoving Jesus. Just have to score, just put shoving Jesus in there. But you put De Bruyne as a false nine, he'll get mashed up. He'll get mashed up. Between Kante, Christensen, and Thingy, he'll get double. And we know that De Bruyne can't dribble. If he puts two guys on De Bruyne, he doesn't know what he would do. He can't get past two to three guys. Like, so my thing is, you put De Bruyne as a false nine, nah, that's going to happen. You see, you have to understand that, Pep, you have to dig in deep into your toolbox to say what's up, man. So, guys, I want to just look at what else is happening around the world, man, for these games coming up, man. So, guys, remember, guys, send in your dubs, all that questions. I'll do my best to answer what I can. So, obviously, Chelsea, Man City, United against Villa. You see, I would love nothing more than for Villa to say what's up. I would love nothing more. But the issue is Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo is a problem. You see, if Cristiano Ronaldo was not playing, I think Villa could do something. I think they could do something. Because for United fans, I don't think you realize how problematic Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is. But I have learned my lesson to never bet against Cristiano. So I expect it's 2-1 and Cristiano to probably get either a penalty or a tap in. So we're either going to see Penaldo or tap Penaldo. And it is what it is. Well, again, Brentford against Liverpool, man. Brentford are good, bro. And I think that Brentford are going to stay up, you know. And because Brentford are one of the teams, not near, but I know people who live near Brentford. So shout out to Brentford, you know. Because I mean, I'm even thinking, because the stadium is quite away from me, but like I can sort of travel towards it, because I'm even considering, but the tickets may be sold out. I'm even considering that, oh, should I go to Brentford and see the game from where I am? But for me, I still feel that it's going to be a difficult game for Liverpool. Difficult game, but I still feel that Liverpool will take that. I'm going to say probably 2-0. Probably 2-0, and Salah will score. Salah will score. Arsenal Tottenham. See, we're going to talk Arsenal Tottenham much more in detail. We're going to talk Arsenal Tottenham in more detail in the Hangouts, man. But 1-1. I'm feeling a 1-1. I'm really feeling a 1-1 here. I think 1-1 between these guys, man. Let's look at La Liga now, man. Let's look at La Liga. So Alaves against Atletico Madrid. Hopefully, because I'm subscribed to I don't know whether you guys watch La Liga TV. I'm subscribed to La Liga TV. So hopefully, because it's stupid. If you're in England, you know that they can't screen games at 3 p.m. because of that stupid watershed. It's like, okay, but we're in freaking England. Why can't you screen the freaking games? But Alaves against Atletico Madrid. Atletico have been struggling. They have been struggling, but I see this as like a 1-0. A 1-0 steal by Atletico. You've then got your boys Real against Villarreal. Guys, can Hazard please get a game? Please begging people, can Hazard please get a game? I'm begging people, can Eden Hazard please get a freaking game? I'm begging him, please. But I expect Real to get a win. Real are looking good, bro. Real Madrid are looking really, really good. Camavinga is looking good. Ancelotti is getting these guys balling. And I think that, look, Real could really win the league this season, because my thing is, Atletico can't be trusted. Barcelona are a non-entity, especially without Messi. And I think when you look at the times Ancelotti lost the league, they had Messi, and that was peak Barcelona. But I think that, yeah, Real, this is for me 3-1, bro. 3-1, easy dub. But we pray that Eden Hazard can play. And don't worry, I've not forgotten about you, man. Barca against Levante. Guys, do you know how sad it is? We are living in a world where I'm looking at this fixture and I cannot tell you for sure whether Barcelona can win this game. For real. Guys, if we saw this fixture in 2011, 2015, or so forth, you know that we wouldn't even be discussing this. Guys, Levante were one of the teams I used to clown. You know? These were one of the guys that I used to freaking clown. But I don't know. This could very easily be, especially at the Camp Nou, I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up like 1-1. I would not be surprised if this ends up freaking 1-1, man. Keep it real, and that's what's sad. How the freaking mighty have freaking fallen, man. But I'm sorry, I cannot predict Barca to beat Levante. I can't. As shocking as that may sound, based on look with 2 U's, Depay not being clinical, Frank de Jong is now suspended for this game. Busquets looks like a geriatric. PK is a playmaker. Araujo is not an attacker. I'm not sure, bro. If you're running with the Serie A, so we have Inter against Atalanta. That's going to be a great game. That's going to be a great game, man. And that game is at 5 p.m. So I can actually squeeze that game in. I think Inter take that 2-1. I think Inter Milan to take that 2-1. Juve against Sampdoria. Sampdoria look all right. Because remember, as I told you guys, we are building a narrative for this season. The narrative is how will Barca survive without Messi? How will Juventus survive without Cristiano? And remember, Juventus, I know you've got players and so forth. You don't have a guy who, on a consistent basis, kept on bailing you out. And Morata ain't no Benzema. Okay, you don't have the likes of a Modric in midfield. You don't have the likes of a freaking Bale. So, Juve, Sampdoria, I'm going to give this 3-2 to Juventus. I'm going to give it to 3-2 to Juventus. I think that they will squeeze through and make it happen. 3-2 to Juventus. Lazio against Roma. Now, guys, this is an interesting game. Because if some of you don't know, but you can just do your Googles, Lazio are one of those teams notorious for racism. You know, ever since the freaking 90s, these were the guys who would always be making racial chants and so forth, because these are like, basically, these are basically Mussolini's boys. These are Mussolini's people. Tammy is on hot form. And I don't think it is beyond the pale to expect Tammy to drop a G. So if Tammy comes in and then says, "What's up?" I'm just saying. There could be racial abuse. And if there's racial abuse, just watch UEFA or FIFA give them like a £2 fine. But guys, look at this, guys. You see, the Maradona narrative has always been very strong. And it is beyond just the World Cup, is Maradona led Napoli to their only 2 league titles in their entire history. Hence why I don't give a damn about the UCL and the Champions League. What he did for Napoli is one of the greatest pieces of dirt we've ever seen. Victor Osimhen is looking very good. And he's finally now showing the promise of what people had. So, because my thing is this, Juventus are not winning this title. That's a fact. So this is open season. Inter don't have Kante. Let's see how they do. So it's going to be between Napoli, Inter, Milan, Roma. You could have a situation where 4 or 5 teams could win this. So I believe that this is going to be one of the most open, exciting Serie A seasons that we've ever seen. For sure. It's going to be one of the most exciting Serie A seasons that we've ever seen in freaking ages, man. In freaking absolute ages. But if I was a betting man, my money would actually be on Inter Milan. It's going to be open. I think anyone can do it. I don't think. Now, if I was to choose, I would love Roma to say what's up. If Roma could say what's up, I think that would be freaking amazing, man. But if I'm being real, I don't really know, man. Now I'm not really sure when I want to pull this up, but I'll pull this up anyway, man. So by 5 wins, 1 draw. You see, guys, what's the problem with this picture here? I'll tell you this right now. Who in their right mind believes that Wolfsburg are going to come close to Bayern Munich? That's what I want to know. Who in their right mind believes that either Wolfsburg or freaking Leverkusen or Dortmund are going to match up to them? So if Wolfsburg are the closest guys to Bayern Munich, guys, we are guaranteed, not maybe, we are guaranteed 10 in a row. And I will go as far as this. If any team is able to win this league ahead of Bayern Munich, they should be given the Nobel Peace Prize. They should be given 100% the Nobel Peace Prize because it would be the greatest piece of job that we've ever seen in our entire life, man. And Bundesliga is so ass. The other teams were celebrating a G versus Bayern while 3-0 down. Bro, it's like guys, that's what I say to guys. We're not insulting Bayern Munich. We respect Bayern Munich, and Bayern Munich are an amazing team. They're a flipping amazing team. This is not a competition. It's not. This is not a competition. This is the Bayern's Liga. It's not. We're just being real. It's a Bayern's Liga. Now let's take a look at Uber Eats, man. 7 plays, 7 wins. And again, you see, this is the thing about Uber Eats, guys. Let's keep it real. Messi, if you come in and beat the crap out of Uber Eats and all you can give me is an Uber Eats win, I don't think that matters. For PSG, similar to Bayern Munich, we don't care about what you do against. There's a team called Angers in third. Guys, I repeat, there's a team called Angers in third. You think I'm lying? Angers. That is who is there. So PSG, you can't come to me when you're competing with Marseille, Lens, Lorient, Lyon, and Angers. You can't. I'm sorry. I don't know who. We don't know who these guys are. So this is just training. This is training for the UCL. It's what it is. It's completely and honestly training for the freaking UCL. Guys, when even look at the Premier League right now, see, this is early days, guys. It's early days. It's early days. It's early days because tables can chop and churn and so forth. But I need Chelsea to go in a run. And I think someone said this last season that could Chelsea could they beat that record where they had of not hardly conceding any field goals? No. That Mourinho team is undefeated. That cannot happen, man. But if we're looking at this, bro, if Chelsea were to win 16 points, that would make them a 6 points gap against City. And the 6 points gap is nothing. 6 points gap is nothing. But on a psychological level, I'm just saying. Saffron, what's up, man? Saffron, are you there, bro? Saffron, are you there? 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, while Safon tries to actually get his mic working. You see, guys, look. We are all, even after this weekend, we will only be 6 games through the season. We'll only be 6 games through the season. And I don't want to tempt fate and go crazy, but guys, all I'm saying is this. Chelsea are going to be a very hard team to beat. And you saw that when you saw what Chelsea did with 10 men down against Liverpool. Because I need a 2-piece. And by 2-piece, I need that APL, I need the UCL. Safri, is there mic walking, bro?
Yeah, man. I'm here.
Okay, cool. So, okay, wait. So you said you wanted to talk about Chelsea.
Yeah, man. I saw some videos about your
Hold up, Safon, hold up. Who do you support, first of all? Who do you actually support?
I support Chelsea at the moment. I'm a complicated Chelsea fan.
Okay. Explain to me your complexity. So how are you a complicated Chelsea fan? See, I'm a complicated Chelsea fan for racial reasons. How are you a complicated Chelsea fan?
Because the Jets is playing for Chelsea.
Okay, so okay. Look, Safon. Okay, we need to talk. So you're supporting your Moroccan boy, man.
Yeah, exactly.
It doesn't look good, bro. Can you please tell me why you think that he's been struggling? Why has easy? Why has he been struggling? Why has the guy been struggling, bro?
I think someone in some of the last vids after the Villa game made a good point, and that's that Chelsea he only has two men in front of him, so the striker and someone alongside him. At Ajax, he had more people running around him that he could pass the ball to.
So basically what you're saying is that he's a system merchant. Pretty
exactly.
Much.
Exactly. Yeah. No, he can also play as a 10, or he can play from the right. Like at Ajax, he played from the right. But before Ajax, when he played for the smaller teams like Twente and Heerenveen, he played as a number 10. So those two positions, but both in a 4-3-3. So not 3-4-3 or 3-5-2 or whatever. It's 3-4-3. Play him as a can or as a right winger. Then
so, okay. but see, the difficulty here that Tuchel is on, which is why
Tuchel loves workhorses.
No. I know he's a point and so forth, but my thing is that Tuchel is not going to change a winning formula. This is what it is. It's just the one guy in front, and he's going to be able to adapt to this system. But beyond that, though, you're looking at this game, Chelsea against Man City. I already started by saying that it's going to be very difficult for Chelsea to beat. It's going to be very difficult for City to beat Chelsea because Pep is stubborn. Pep rarely has a plan B, and the way that City play, in terms of how many men they commit going forward, and how they rely on passing the ball rather than individuals creating things that make things happen, it plays into Chelsea's hands. Do you see any scenario, given the fact that Chelsea have beaten the crap out of City 4 times in a row, that City can win this game?
No. City need a striker. Who the hell are they gonna?
Well, they're saying De Bruyne is a false 9.
Nah. That doesn't work with Chelsea. As I've seen Chelsea with Tuchel, and there's only one way that you can beat them. I think you need a real striker up front that's complete. So you need a Benzema or a Lewandowski. That's it. Or maybe a Haaland, but Haaland is not technical like Lewandowski and Benzema in tighter spaces. So you need one of them to beat them, and they don't have that. So I don't see it happen.
So you don't see it happening at all.
Where do they play? City or Chelsea?
Does it matter? But I think it's at City's stadium.
Yeah, probably will be a draw. I think. But yeah, did they?
No. It's a Stamford Bridge. It's a Stamford Bridge. Oh, Stamford Bridge.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, they can win. Just
so, but my thing is that, what does it say about Pep Guardiola where you've lost to this team several times, and we all know that he's going to do the same thing, because this is my thing. If you've lost to these guys several times, you have to change your approach. Chelsea are not the guys that have to change. It's you who has to freaking change. So if he now comes to this game with the same setup, now I pray he plays a DM, because I dare him not to play a DM. I dare him to. I dare this guy to walk into Stamford Bridge without DM, because if he does that, I will induct him and Chelsea will baptize him 5-0. Lukaku will drop a 3-piece if they don't have a DM. So
Lukaku gonna have a field day if they play without a DM.
Oh no! Like Lukaku will drop a 3-piece. Chelsea will literally, because remember, Chelsea should have beaten them like 3-0, 4-0 in that final, but we all know that Timo Werner is Timo Werner. Now, if those chances now fall to Lukaku, oh bro, it'll be fine. So I almost dare, actually double Pep, if you're listening, I double dare you to come to the bridge without a DM. Show me you're the GOAT. Say you're the GOAT. Come to the bridge without a freaking DM. And please see Lukaku to destroy. But what does it say about Pep and the fact of how stubborn this freaking guy is, though? Talk to me.
Yeah, he's a stubborn guy. But I don't think if he does it again, I can believe he will do it again. The first time, I understand, because he knows that Chelsea plays with 2 central midfielders.
Yeah.
He's playing with 3. So he thought, you know what, 3 against 2 with 3 good footballers, we're going to win it. But he forgot about the defensive setup. He's only attacking minded. Except against PSG. Against PSG, he was more defensive.
That's what I'm saying, because which is why that final was so sweet, because he disrespected Chelsea, he underrated Chelsea, and then he ended up losing. Shanti Ware Rossoneri, man, thank you for the dub, Rossoneri, man. Thank you, man. Rossoneri says, HG, read what French boxer Tony Yoka has said about Messi's potential.
Yeah, I saw it a few months ago, this comment.
So what did he say?
What he said. I forgot it.
Wait,
I forgot exactly what he said, but I saw the vid. I remember. It was a few months ago.
Wait, let me...
If he wins it again, then something.
Okay, yeah. I think, okay. If Messi wins, it will be the most busted Ballon d'Or in history.
So he's a Ronaldo fan, that guy.
So we live in a time when we want to give the Ballon d'Or to a player who finished 3rd in La Liga, was eliminated in the knockout stages of the Champions League by losing 4-1 at home, the 60th in a row humiliated in the UCL, who lost the final to the Spanish Super Cup after seeing a red for hitting the opponents in his right, just because he scored 4 goals against Chile, Ecuador, and Bolivia. And it's real. PS, 29 goals in La Liga, 24 scored against the last 7 teams in the league. 5 goals in the Champions League this season, 4 penalties. Messi Ballon d'Or, laughing emojis. If he wins it, it will be the ugliest and most busted Ballon d'Or in history. Winning the Ballon d'Or after such a bad season, scoring goals that didn't win your team anything. 0 goals against Real Madrid for 4 years. 0 goals against Atletico Madrid. 0 against the great clubs. Nothing. Thank you, Eba. Wait, hold up. He says, thank you, Eba, Osasuna, and Getafe. P.S. For those who are telling me about Copa America, these competitions with 2 groups of 5 teams, where the first 4 are directly qualified to quarterfinals, have you no shame? He says a few things. Because I don't know who this guy is. He says a few things, bro. Let's just break what this guy said. Because I want to highlight. And live chats, I need you to tell me whether he's right or wrong. Live chats, I need you here. Live chats, this is what he said. 29 goals in La Liga, 24 scored against the last 7 teams in the league. Is that true? That's my thing. Live chats, I need you to tell me this. If 24 of those goals were against the last 7 teams, we need to talk. And you see, this is where dot comes, because see, from one angle, Messi deserves it because he's been amazing. And we should just look at who was the best player this year. It's not freaking Jorginho. Messi has to be amongst one of the best players this year. I personally would pick Benzema. That's just me. But Messi, just and how good he's done is amazing. But see, my thing is that there's a more complicated way of viewing this. And the complicated way of viewing this is it's who you do it against. A guy performing well against Lugo is not the same as a guy performing against Real Madrid or Atletico. It's not the same. I'm sorry. So you scoring 5 goals against Lugo is not the same as scoring 2 goals against Real or Atletico. So my thing is that if you're saying that Messi hasn't scored any goals in El Clasico for like a few years, he scored no goals against Real this year or against Atletico Madrid. And if you look at the Copa America, the standards fell. Let's be real. The standards have fallen in the Copa America. It's ain't the same anymore. So yes, you did well, but who did you do well against? And Brazil aren't that great. The next best team was Brazil, who are the worst Brazil team we've ever seen. So as much as we have to champion how amazing Messi was, how amazing he was in our Copa America, what does it truly mean when you were amazing against what kind of opposition? Saffron, to that you say, well, oh, Saffron Brazil Portugal. But no, that's guys, I mean, it's real. It's real, bro. I mean, we have to look at that, bro. I mean, let's keep it real. We have, like, if that stats about him scoring all those goals against those dudes, I'm sorry, it's real. From Selection, man, thank you for the dub, man. Selection says, defensively, a mental block for Pep. But Pep definitely wants revenge. Can't see City losing this. See a draw all over this. I get what you're saying, bro. And I definitely believe that a draw makes sense. But I don't want a draw. I don't want a draw. You see, my thing is that it shouldn't be a mental block. If Pep was willing to step outside of his arrogance and accept how good Chelsea and how good Thomas Tuchel is, he could say, what's up? He could say, what's up? But my thing is, it could definitely be a draw. And most likely, it might be a draw. But my thing is that because Pep's tactics play so much into the hand of Tuchel, and you've also got Lukaku, who is far more clinical. Because I'm just imagining the game in terms of those transitions that Chelsea will have, those breakaways, those counterattacks, then winning the ball. And if Chelsea are just clinical and make those right passes and so forth, I mean, Chelsea should drop at least 2 Gs. They should drop at least 2 Gs in this game. So, but for sure, no, Pep will want revenge. But here's Selection. What about this? What if Pep loses again to Tuchel and Chelsea? What do we now say about Pep? What if he loses again? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. What does it mean that you've lost to the same opponents 4 times in a row? Messi carried Barca on his back alone. As a Stark, I get that. I understand that. But the point that was being made is it's not about you carrying guys on your back, is who did you perform against? And for me, see, for some people, that means nothing. So, see, some people are like, as long as you do well, it's amazing. So for some people, even if you score a hat-trick against Lugo or Levante, that's amazing. For me, no. I appreciate you performing well against Lugo and Levante because you have to beat what's in front of you. But for me, who you play means something. It does. So you performing well in an El Clasico, you performing well against a top team means something. But this way, I was super impressed. Messi's greatest moments this season was that goal he scored against PSG. Because it's a Champions League knockouts game. It's against freaking PSG and it's against a goalkeeper like Navas. That was his greatest moments based off the opposition he was facing and what he did against that opposition. But then he missed the penalty. So all I'm saying is that so shout out to your boy Professor Man. Thank you, shout out to Football Hub member, Professor Football Hub member. Thank you, bro. No HH, the info is false. About 15 goals were scored versus the bottom of the teams. And let's keep it real. The teams he scored against took points off both Madrid clubs. I get that. I appreciate that. but they're still the bottom teams. I mean, look, it's all fair, but they're still the bottom teams. I'm just saying. But like, look, if it's 15 goals, it's fine. But I'm not saying that 15 goals against the worst teams. Actually, because I'm a dot guy. I am a dot guy. So shout out to 87 who sent a message via email. What big game are you looking forward to this season? Oh, sorry. Oh, no, what did you say? No. What big did I say? Sorry. What big game are you looking forward to the most this weekend? Beyond Chelsea against Man City. It might be that Rome derby. Because I think that's going to be a crazy atmosphere. It's between that Rome derby and Inter Atalanta. Like, so the Serie A is going to be very exciting. I think it's between those two games, Inter against Atalanta, which I think is going to be an exciting game, and the Rome derby against Lazio and Roma. So between those two, Arsenal, Tottenham, both obviously like it's going to be very hype and so forth, but both teams are pretty much on the decline now. Real against Villarreal, Real should win. And I'm just always going to be fascinated. Juve Sampdoria is interesting. But yeah, for me, Inter, Atalanta, and the Rome derby, those are the ones. And from your other boy here, actually, no. Let me see what Umbani is saying. Shanti Dub Umbani, man. Thank you for the dub. The guy with the Messi stats, thank you. Ungolo Do. Guys, Umbani is a Kante guy. Umbani is a fellow Chelsea fan, fellow Nigerian as well. And Umbani is convinced that Kante deserves to win the Ballon d'Or. Because as we discussed on the members hangout, how I viewed it was you have to look at the performance through the year. And it's performance from January to December. And Messi, Benzema, Lewandowski have been better than Kante throughout the year. The only thing that Kante has is dud. So as much as I believe Messi, Benzema, Lewandowski have been better than him throughout the whole year and have been more consistent throughout the whole year, none of those players did what he did in the highest level of club competition, which was the UCL. You see, for me, at the Euros, there wasn't a truly outstanding player, specifically in the semis or the final. For me, Italy, it was a team effort. There wasn't a standout guy that carried Italy all the way through. It's a team effort. Anybody that says Jorginho is getting blocked. But for Chelsea, Kante single-handedly beats Real Madrid by himself. Single-handedly. So all I'm saying is, are we gonna? I mean, Umbani, I would love to put him in the man, but at the end of the day, we have to look at the entire year. And Kante, because of Lampard, and I blame Lampard, January, February, March, and then you can't ignore the summer, June, July at the Euros. I blame Kim Kimpembe. So, question here from the email says, from Riker, says, question, HH, name your top 5 keepers of all time. Also, is Buffon damaging his legacy by not retiring? Top 5 keepers of all time. I would say Neuer, Kahn, Buffon, Casillas, Schmeichel. Those are my ones there. Yeah. By like the fact that Buffon is still carrying on, I think notches Kahn ahead of him. But my thing is, let's see what Donnarumma does. Because I think Donnarumma could definitely be another potential GOAT, bro. He'd definitely be another potential GOAT. So guys, send in your cues, man. We're talking Chelsea against City and all the games and so forth. Send in your cues. We're going to talk. Shout out to your boy, and Amos Kimmer. Thank you, bro. If Jorginho wins it, he surpasses every Chelsea player in history. Amos K, if Jorginho wins that Ballon d'Or, first of all, I'm going to sue And it will be the biggest travesty in the history of sports. Not football. Not football. If Jorginho wins the Best Player Award ahead of Messi, Lewandowski, and Benzema, I will riot. I will freaking riot because that would be a travesty. It would be a complete and utter travesty, bro. It will happen. Hold up. But if he wins it, Zola never won a Ballon d'Or. Lampard, just imagine that. So if Jorginho wins the Ballon d'Or, you're trying to tell me that Jorginho is not better than Drogba, Lampard, Zola, Terry, Ashley Cole? So are you seeing what we're saying? Because, guys, I'm telling you, I am frightened. I am very scared of Jorginho winning the Ballon d'Or. So as much as I question Lewandowski, I question Messi and so forth, if they make the mistake of giving this to that dude called Jorginho, it will be, it will be a mess. It will be, imagine, so you're telling me that Messi exists and had a quality year, but you're going to give it to Jorginho. Because as much as you say about Messi, 29 goals, top scorer in La Liga. Who cares who did this against? Okay, didn't ball in the final. The guy, top goals, top dribbles, top assists in the Copa America, the standout performer. But you give it to Jorginho because he was part of Chelsea's Champions League winning team. He was part of. The award is about who was the best individual, not which individual won the most trophies. It's who was the best individual. But they're saying no, the award is for the individual who won the most trophies. Not how good you were as an individual, but who won the most trophies. It's bogus, man. Yes, Said. Yes, Said. Thank you for the dub, man. Question. Please take this seriously. It depends what the question is. Why do people hate on Ole? Please answer it without any bias, truly being objective. First of all, Yasser, nobody hates Ole. No one hates him. So, like, that's the first thing that we need to first clarify is that nobody actually hates him. I think what you mean is, why do people not respect him? Because there is absolutely no reason whatsoever to hate Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He's a nice guy. He's very kind. He's not arrogant in any way. So there's absolutely no reason for people to hate him. Red Devil, I'm giving you the link, bro. Red Devil, if you're out there, I'm giving you the link. And also, Red Devil, get to know needs because it's actually a great one for you. So no one hates him. But the issue, yes, society is that this was a man who only got this job because of a goal he scored in 1999. If he didn't score that goal, he wouldn't get this job. That's the first thing. You look at how he has been given more opportunities than other managers who delivered a trophy. He's been at this club for 3 years without delivering a trophy. Guys who were maligned, abused, and assaulted delivered a trophy. But he did it. So from the outside, then guys are like, wait a minute. This guy is clearly out of his depth. And this guy has reached finals or semi-finals, but has come up short against teams he should have beaten. Well, I think what's that season where I think they lost to Arsenal or something in the FA Cup? But I think the biggest one was the Europa League. 9 times out of 10, the team that drops down from the Champions League wins the Europa League. So United drop down from the Champions League, reached the Europa League final, and you played against a team called Villarreal, who had never in their entire history reached a major European final and had they'd never won a major trophy. No La Liga, no Copa del Rey, no European trophy. The very fact that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer with a vastly superior team that had Champions League pedigree couldn't beat guys in the very first European final is why people can't take him seriously. It is why rivals want him to remain in the job. It is why rivals are like Ole in, because rivals believe that as long as Ole are in the job, United are not going to be a threat. And yes, yeah, you don't have to answer me this. You've got to go to Ronaldo, one of the greatest goal scorers we've ever seen. If United go trophyless, what happens? You still allow him to honor his contract? I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Shout out to your boy, Mr. Futbolista, man. Thank you for the job, Mr. Futbolista. Has Benzema surpassed Henry? I think he has. Let me think on it. So you're putting me on the spot here. Now you have to tell me in terms of what? In terms of what? Hold on. You have to now tell me, like, in terms of what though? As a player, because if we're talking trophies, see, if we're talking trophies, Benzema wins. If we're talking trophies, Benzema wins for sure. But if we're talking as a player, I would still say no, because Benzema has not made an impact on a league that Henry has, because Henry's legacy in the Premier League is massive. Now, you say this. I don't like talking hypotheticals, but for the sake of this question, I may have to. If Benzema played for Arsenal at that time, does he have the impact that Henry has? I'm not sure. Because Henry did things that were out of this world for Arsenal during that period in time. So, because of that, I can't say that he surpassed Henry. I can't say that, you know. But my thing is this, though. You know what I will say? Henry overall, I think, is the better player and has a better legacy. Benzema is more clutch. Who would I rather have in a final? I would rather have Benzema in a final over Henry. Keep it real. Red Devil, welcome, bro. Welcome.
Thanking you for me. I just wanted to say congratulations to beating Manchester City tomorrow, man. I think you guys have got this game.
Wait, hold up.
I'm just saying that I agree with your overall assessment of the show.
Hold on.
So, you know,
Red Devil, look, you're not going to try and outjix me and anything. But Red Devil, you know what, Red Devil, you know what? I'm gonna slightly change, because I don't know how Chelsea lose to Man City.
Exactly.
And you see, Red Devil, you know your reverse thing didn't work in the UCL, so I don't know why we still try it. It didn't work.
There's no. This is agreement. This is pure backing up what you're saying with like I was hearing in the background, like, yeah, no, good points. Like, I also don't see really how City, you know, like shout out to CFC time. Like, you guys, like, you know, I'm backing your team, man. You guys have got this. You know what I mean? You have got this, because I don't. There's no. Come on, there's no trouble for Manchester.
No. But if we're looking at the game,
Chelsea,
because what we're saying is that, do you think Pep has a stubborn issue, arrogant issue? Because my thing is, I don't. Because see, if you've lost to a team 3 straight times, surely that tells you that my tactics aren't working. I need to drastically change. But my thing is that Pep is so stubborn that he'll be like, "Oh no, we're not going to change. We're still going to go." So is that an issue with Pep, that he doesn't know how to freaking change?
Well, how many times has Pep beaten Oli since he became Manchester United manager. I think it was just that one time towards the end of the first season, but since then, like, I don't think he's beaten him in the league anyway. There've been 1 or 2 draws and then losses. So I'm using that example as a kind of thing where, like, and the thing is, we've beaten Pep in pretty much the same way almost every time, which is counter attack, quick pace, counter, etc. So if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is an example, I don't see Pep Guardiola suddenly changing his style or whatever, so and not being stubborn. Like, I just think he'll just do the same thing. Like Mike said, my only thing for me with Chelsea is that from what I saw last season when Chelsea did beat City, they were much more effective on the counter attack specifically with the pace of Timo Werner. So if Timo Werner isn't playing, I don't know whether you have that same threat that you had against City with him as you do with, like, playing Lukaku, who I think will be a lot, in quote, easier to defend against for the likes of Diaz and Stones and Ake and so on. No, you keep on eating. You keep on eating.
No. So no. My thing is
that Maltese, by the way? Is that super malt?
Super malt. No. Malta. This is better.
Malta. I tried it. I'm like, is it better?
It's better. And let's just say, I prefer it. For me, I was always a super malt guy, but because this is imported from Lagos, because my local shop always has them stocked.
Yeah.
And because I used to be like a super malt guy for a long time.
Yeah.
Malta Guinness, man. Malta Guinness. Malta. I like it's. My thing is, especially when you have it chilled. Wow. And the best thing is, have it chilled with, like, pandidam and egusi. Oh my lord!
I just think when I remember having it, because I haven't had it for a while. I remember having it. I just remember being, like, really sweet, and I think that's kind of what with like.
But my thing is that it depends how cold you have it. You have to have it very chilled.
Okay.
Very, very chilled. And I mean, even Mbani will tell you that no, it's money. It's money. Isn't this an indictment on Pep as a manager? That teams keep beating you the same exact way. Shouldn't he be like, wow, look at how I got exposed against these guys? I'm not going to change, because this is what I got from Pep in the All or Nothing documentary. He was like, this is the way. As long as we play this way to the best of our abilities, we will win. And that's his philosophy.
Yeah.
His philosophy is if we will lose because we didn't play plan A to the best of our ability. We didn't execute plan A to the best of our ability. That's why he thinks that his team lost. I said, no. You lost because you played. Everyone did what they were supposed to do for plan A. Yeah. But the manager of the other team nullified your plan A.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is that, no, we now have to do a plan B, because my thing is, when you look at United and Ole and Tuchel and Danthingi, these guys know that, okay, because remember, what's the argument against Ole and Man United? Breaking teams down. Teams down. But, you're going to give us space and we now can counter? That's a different ballgame, you know? Like, and my thing is, for Pep, if you're not going to, see, Werner is going to play. And I think that because of how much...
You think Werner will play? I'm not sure that Tuchel will play.
Okay, let me say this. Werner should play because Havertz, Mount, and thing have been underperforming. They've been underperforming. So for me, I think, and this is the game built for Werner. So if Tuchel, if you're smart, this is Werner's game. Space, running in behind, stretching these guys with his speed. This is the game, because once Chelsea get the ball, they will hurt City, because for some strange reason, Pep doesn't want to be like, wait a minute, how about I give them the ball and force them to break us down? Because it's what it's like, if you know that Ole has beaten you in the same exact way all these times, why would you just say, you have the ball, we're going to be much more pragmatic? But he can't play a plan B.
He did do it once in the I think it was last season's Carabao Cup when he knocked us out. What he did is he played I think Fernandinho and Rodri as like I was Fernandinho and Rodri for only good one, but I think it was Fernandinho and Rodri, but as two proper holding DMs, and ironic enough, it made City harder to break down, and then they went on and win from like a set piece or something like that. So, and it was so that they went on and win. So he did do it. I think he switched. He matched basically Manchester United winning 4-2-3-1. So he did do it then, and in that context, it worked. But it's almost like that's just not the natural. If he's given the option, and in the Premier League, that's not how he wants to play. He doesn't want to play with that. Like most, he's going to play with one holding midfielder. It's probably going to be Fernandinho, might be Rodri, and you know he wants to have the ball, and with space. So. Like I said, I just think the thing was this: like I just don't know who's going to be scoring their goals, and we saw with Southampton last week where, you know, if you defend well, and Chelsea have the best defensive record in the league right now, like they struggle to create enough of chances to score goals.
Like answer that. I don't think these guys have a shot on targets, bro.
Well, yeah, it was. I think they didn't have a shot on target at all against Southampton.
No. They had one shot on target the whole game against Southampton.
Whole game, exactly. You know, and that's Southampton, and that was at home at the Etihad. You know, with an inferior defense. So then on the Chelsea side, that. So to be honest, unless Chelsea make a major
error, individual mistake,
error, etc., like I just don't see how City break this team down. I think the key question is this City defense gonna like leak goals and concede, etc., or can Diaz and Stones man mark Lukaku? I think if Diaz and Stones can man mark Lukaku out of the game, I think you then go on the rounds. So I think this might be a draw.
No. Hence why Werner is very important, because Werner is now going to sort of now offer a different kind of evasive tactic. Because if he doesn't play Werner, then it could be a draw. Because I think that's, Stones and Diaz could very easily nullify Lukaku. Because again, as much as I love Lukaku, he's that dude. It's about against better defenders and better defenses that he seems to struggle. I want to bring this in. Your boy Mbani, thank you for the dot, man. Mbani says, Kante is the GOAT midfielder. A Premier League for effing Leicester, dud. Hardest UCL ever, a World Cup. Quality, not quantity, and insane dud merchant. Striker level dud as a DM. Now look, I always says I put Kante ahead of McLeod personally. And for me, Kante is, without a doubt, Chelsea's most important player. Obviously, Emperor Lampadiscos of the fourth month was more important. Hence why right now he's now sweeping the streets right now. So, no. Kante, like right also, like Kante is that dude. And you saw it in the Tottenham game. First half, with what's called without a dude called, that's the UEFA's player of the year called Jorginho. He spent his time passing the ball back. Second half, Kante comes in, it's a totally different team. So you can see how one man can come in and just change the entire context of the freaking team, man. And
but they're not going to use that past stuff to obviously judge the current Ballon d'Or, are they? That's the only thing. So, but overall, yeah, I obviously agree with that.
Your boy Hassan, who says Gerrard has a bigger dud than Ronaldo and Messi, my goat.
The only thing, Hassan, I want to clarify is, did Gerrard win a Premier League? I just need to confirm.
You know
that,
what?
Please, in the comment, did he win a Premier League?
I shouldn't be doing this because I have always had a level of hatred towards Liverpool, so I shouldn't be doing this. But because I run this whole football hot thing, I've got to be fair. Red Devil, does it matter?
Yes.
Red Devil, when you win a Champions League and you are influential in perhaps the greatest final in the history and dud, does it matter?
When your team was so close to winning a Premier League title, and your most memorable moment is letting that slip.
No. You see, guys, Red Devil is talking as a United fan here. He's
No,
talking purely. No.
It's what happened. It's what happened. You know.
No. I know
But
what happened. But
against Chelsea as well, man. You know, Demba Ba, man. Like we have a song. You know, like, he slipped against
bro,
Demba
and also what's called Mourinho was like, yeah, Mourinho was like, losing the jersey or whatever, and then went to go and mess up against freaking Sunderland in the next game. But no, guy. I mean, Red Devil. I know you're supposed to hate Liverpool. I know that they are rival. Did you see the state of AC Milan's team in that final?
Oh yeah, no, that was like I like
no. Red Devil. It's not. Oh wait, no. It's not. Oh yeah. Did you see the state? Red Devil, Steve Finnan, Harry Kewell, Milan Baros against Shevchenko, Crespo, Seedorf, Pielo, Stam, Nesta, Maldini, Cafu. Bro, I mean, for me, when you do that and you're instrumental in winning a UCL again, that's historic. Like, people will keep on going back to that 05 final, like, what? It's historic. So my thing is that, yes, you didn't win a league title or anything, but when a guy, see, if he didn't do that, oh, bro, Gerrard, man, blah, blah. But as much as I want to hate on Gerrard and so forth, Red Devil, man, that's UCL final, man, bro.
It was a crazy final, and like I said, I give Gerrard credit, like in respect, like for doing that for Liverpool, and certainly cemented as one of Liverpool's greatest moments. You know, so not equivalent to United's treble, but I can see why. But I mean, you know, overall, go look at his overall career and.
Shout out to your boy Tsukumi King, man. Thank you for the dome, man. Thank you for your donation. I truly appreciate it, bro. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the support. So, HH, been watching you for a minute and enjoy the best analysts on YouTube. Thank you, bro. Thank you for the kind words, man. Question: if you're a manager, how would your system and style of football look like? All right, I'm going to answer this, and I'm going to give it to Red Devil for hate as well. You see, I've owned almost every single management game. So I owned LMA manager, FA manager, Premier manager, Championship manager. I've owned every management game. And in almost every management game, I've always played 4-3-3. Always. So that's my favorite formation. Because I like to have like 3 forwards, you know. I've always hated 4-5-1, like 1 striker and stuff. So always like 3 attacking players. So my style of football would be nobody's allowed to cross the ball. I've always hated wing play. Even whenever I play FIFA or Pro Evo against my brother and so forth, I hardly ever cross. So my football would be a mixture of the Barcelona tiki-taka and Klopp's Dortmund. So if you would imagine the way that Barcelona played, the way they went into the center of the pitch and kept it on the ground, but less reliance on the passing. See, my thing about tiki-taka is that I like the general idea, but the way in which they were so obsessed about passing, I don't like it because I want guys to dribble and take risks. So hence why is that approach of where 4-3-3, the ball is kept on the ground, no crossing and nice, quick, intricate passes, but I want the kind of aggressive, direct attacking that like Rijkaard's Haaland had. Maybe the approach that Rijkaard's team had and Klopp's team had. So yeah, that would be 4-3-3. Nice, intricate passing, quick passes and so forth. Very forward, very attacking, and I would want to give a lot of freedom for individuals to express themselves. So yes, I want to move the ball around, but I want to allow guys to be able to individually express themselves and say what's up. So my 4-3-3, intricate, no crossing, no long balls. Look with 2 uses not allowed in this freaking dojo, and we say what's up. Red, if you're a manager, what would your system and
to be honest, I like visually, like I like the way that, you know, obviously Klopp plays Gegenpress 4-3, etc. But when you mention like FIFA and Football Manager and stuff like that, for some reason I always end up playing like a 3-5-2. I don't know why, because I just don't like conceding goals, and I just find that like having playing with, you know, 3 at the back just helps with that. When I'm playing, like, if I don't play FIFA anymore because it's just garbage thing, but when I was playing players in the back, and when I was playing FIFA, like I always used to going down the wings, crossing the ball into like the strikes and stuff like that, and going to a chance. That's just what I like doing. So, and that carried on to when I played Football Manager as well. So, especially what I'm saying visually, I like, you know, like high press 4-3-3, but like practically, maybe just because of my personality, I would go with like 3-5-2, you know, with overlapping wingers, that type of thing.
It's funny you say that. So whenever I play, this is from the back of the days. Wait, do you remember ISS on N6664?
ISS? I don't think so. I can't remember it. No.
Yes, it was. That's what Prevo was called before it was called Prevo. It's called International Superstar Soccer on N6664.
Okay.
Now, me and my brother used to play. So, and ever since then, my favorite team was always Argentina. And I'd always pick Argentina and always have like 4-3-3 or 4-3-2-1.
2-1, yeah.
Two guys behind them. Now, if I want to win, 4-5-1. So that's the thing. If I just want to have fun, 4-3-3 attacking, and I maybe lose. If I say no, I now want to win, 4-5-1 defense. I remember, like my Japanese friend who's like amazing at FIFA. I was like, you know what? I'm going to beat him. So I was Inter Milan, 4-5-1. This guy couldn't get a shot on target. I had like one chance, boom, and I beat him like 1-0. And he was like, man, I said, no, look, bro, I want to win. I want to beat you. So because I want to beat you, I'm going to focus on defense. So every time he came through, double team. And because I can be very economic in how I use the ball, I just know that once I get the chance, I now know how to make those passes, make those quick runs, and take my opportunity, and then boom. So if I want to win, full on defense.
Yeah.
Full on defense, 4-5-1, and then I'll just counter you. But if I want to just enjoy myself and have fun, 4-3-3.
Yeah.
From your boy's selection, man. Can't see how City break Chelsea down. Laughable. City's problem isn't breaking teams down, it's putting the ball in the net. False nine won't work.
I think the Southampton game was a clean. There were like what? How many shots on target in that?
One shot on target.
Like that's a good example of that. I'm not saying that City can't break teams down. I'm just sort of saying that like with teams that have like an organized defense, which Southampton did have, and they've shown that Chelsea have the best defense currently in the Premier League. So
you see,
that's what was
no. Because my thing is that look, City have to vastly improve over the against Southampton. Leipzig, bro, like didn't what's it called? Ban put 4 past them in the like. So you can't look at because Leipzig, those guys are not serious defensively. Chelsea are a defensive team. They're a team that the first thing you have to worry about Chelsea is how do you break them down, because it's a back three that goes into a back five. So the kinds of space and chance that against Leipzig they won't have against Chelsea. So my thing is, if you're not going to go with a false nine in a De Bruyne against that Chelsea team, it's going to be harder for them to break them down. And we saw in the final, UCL final, how many clear-cut chances did they create? Maybe 2 or 3?
Yeah, not much.
Of good clear-cut chances, maybe 2. And this was without a DM. So this was without a DM, where they wanted now to be fully attacking and so forth. Maybe they created about 2 or 3 clear-cut chances. So my thing is, City, unless they really improve, or as Red Devil just said, you now see individual defensive errors, City are going to find it hard to create chances against Chelsea. They're going to find it hard.
Yeah, you could see something like I could see City, like ironically enough, like the Spurs Chelsea game was almost like a direct representation of like the first 30 minutes of the Champions League final against where City like came out of the blocks, were just putting pressure on Chelsea, pressing them, making them to make mistakes, etc. But then as soon as they sort of grew into the game, it was fine. So I could probably see something like that happening again in this, where City come out strong on the blocks, try and make you guys make mistakes. And if you do make mistakes, and if City do score, then I think it's game over. But you've been quite solid defensively, and I think importantly, if Kante starts, then obviously that makes a difference. So
okay, now I want to switch things over to you right now. Man United. Are you
in the Premier League? Just come out there. So
okay. So where are you? Where are you now with Ole? Like, okay, no. Before I go there, your view, because I'm not sure that you did one on your channel. Shout out to Red Devil Studio, bro. Give your boy a sub, man. So I don't know whether you did it on your channel on Red Devil Studio. What was your reaction or your view against West Ham? Papa John's don't really care. Papa John's cup will be like.
Yeah, I literally didn't for that reason. Where like I literally just didn't. Yeah, I was working later like at work, and at the time I was just kind of like like some people going off it. I was like, I don't know. I don't know whether it's because with this season, like I expect more of like my experience is I want to be in a proper title challenge and to go far in a Champions League. That is my expectation. So if at the end of the season, the only thing I could show for it was like a Carabao Cup in 4th place, I would say that season's been a failure. So whereas last season, I would have like, it was about like, I want Ollie to have a trophy.
Yeah.
To just show that we're sort of going in the right direction type of thing. I don't really care necessarily about the actual position as long as we secure top 4. This is much like we should be competing for closely directly for the Champions League and the Premier League this season. So that's why I was like, I don't really I just don't really care about the Carabao Cup really. And to be honest, like especially as it gets to December, maybe some people say, oh, you should compete for every trophy. So, but in my mind, it's like the less games sometimes the better.
Oh no. Like see, for me, I'm like Chelsea winning the Papa John's. Like, I'm sorry, like that cup it's irrelevant. Like you cheering and being happy because you won the.
It's like people forget PSG won the equivalent cup, like in Liga. Like I'm not going to say that like because PSG won the equivalent of the Papa John's Cup in France, that they had a successful season when they lost the league to Lille.
Yeah,
what I mean, like literally no one is going around saying, but you know what, we won the Papa John's French PSG. No one's saying that. No, just no one cares.
No, which is why that's what I now take Pep to task with, because Pep, I think it was so this was building up to the UCL final, and then Pep was making a point about how, like the next City manager to come in will now be under pressure based on how many times they've won the Papa John. I was like, Pep, wait, hold on. So you're really saying that like you're saying it's an achievement based on the amount of times you won the Papa John's trophy?
It's like I was saying, it's like, okay, what's his name? Pellegrini got to a CL semi in his, was it 2nd or 3rd season or something? Yeah. And you've taken what, 4 or 5 seasons to get to a Champions League semi. I'm sorry, but Pellegrini's achievements of getting to a CL semi with the squad that he had, is greater than you winning a couple of Carabao Cups.
And remember, you have to think about it that those Papa John's trophies, teams mostly put their 2nd or their 3rd teams in there to begin with. So it's a trophy that people see. This is my anger with England and the greed that England have. You don't have a winter break like most other places. You don't have a winter break, exactly. And you have an extra cup trophy.
Exactly.
And what is it for? It's for greed. Yeah. You know that fan is going to wants to watch every single game that their club plays, and so as many, because if they could, they did put another cup trophy in there. Because my thing is that how the hell are you going to allow teams to play in 3 competitions with no winter break?
Yeah, I would scrap the cup. I'd scrap the 100%. Cup like, literally like and use that time, especially because like I don't know. I assume they're going back to how things were, because I think is it in the semis? It's like it's also legs. It's like home and away. So like
agreed. It's great. And my thing, look, it's see, I've always said that. Look, even again, I go back to me playing like management games or so forth. If I win a cup, I'm like, oh, that's cool. But my aim is the league and the Champions League.
Yeah.
So that's always my aim is like, man, I'm putting all my focus in the weekly thing of the league and Champions League. And the FA Cup is okay, cool. If I can get fine, that's okay, that'd be cool, it's a nice trophy, but I don't put it as a priority. So look, Arsenal won the FA Cup. What does that mean? Arteta is an FA Cup winner. What does this truly mean? See, do you know how the FA Cup only has value? And I'm sure you would love to hear this.
In a treble, yeah, in a treble.
So it's only good as a package.
Yeah.
So basically it's like when Pep said he won the domestic treble. No. There is no such thing called the domestic treble.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what treble is. Champions League, league, and your major cup.
Back in the day, it used to be just based on the fact that there wasn't as much money in the now Champions League and the Premier League. So actually, the biggest money-making competition would have been the FA Cup because of how many teams were involved, and also the fact that every team from the lower division to top division would have always fielded their strongest team. So that's why it was such an important cup, because it was actually the most lucrative cup in England, and every team, whatever division you in, was fielding their strongest team. But then, obviously, with the Premier League having way more money, and obviously the Champions League, etc., even Championship teams don't take the FA Cup seriously because they're like, we would rather spend our time trying to get into the Premier League to get money than field our strongest 11 to play in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
So what does that say? So it says, well, no one's taking the FA Cup seriously, So that's the big problem. So as you said, it's never the problem with the FA Cup and the Cup essentially is that you can never really gauge it properly because the majority of the time people are not putting in their strongest 11
because it's something like you would be I think Klopp even raised the point at one point when he was criticized for not playing a strong team in the FA Cup, and Klopp was like, "What do you want me to do? There are too many games, there are too many matches, and I have to prioritize the league and of course the Champions League. When I've got so many games back to back, and you're not going to give us a winter break, no, screw the FA Cup." And I'm fully with him. Your boy Selection Man, who says, okay, you're isolating one game. And what he just said proves my points. False nine won't work. They need a gunsman. Any team can be got at. No one stays invincible. You see, my thing is that I think this obviously back to the whole Man City thing and so forth. It's like, look, that's one game is part of a larger piece. Let's keep it real. City, their priority was not Grealish. The priority was a striker. Because they let Aguero go and they went all in for Kane. That was a priority. I don't know how real the Christian thing was, but they wanted to get Kane because Pep knew that I need somewhat of a strong finisher because this now puts a lot of pressure on everyone in the season. Look, City are going to score goals because they've got goal scorers all through their team. But here's the thing. United have got significantly stronger. Chelsea have got significantly stronger. And Van Dijk is back for Liverpool. And Liverpool, you expect will not have the same kind of injuries that they once had. So let's see. Yes, City won the league last season without really having a goal scorer. Liverpool's injuries. That's flipping tyrant called Lampard. And United didn't have Cristiano, didn't have Varane, didn't have Sancho. Now they have those players. Oh, and they have a Jesse Lingard who may have actually just improved. So you're now facing vastly better rivals than you had to face last season. So because of that, it's now imperative that you need that finisher because those teams around you will do far better than they did last season because of how well they did in the transfer window. So my thing is, and also, you may have been able to create all those chances with the players you had last season. How are you sure you're going to be able to do it this season? So this one game isn't just one game. It could be part of a larger issue in the Premier League.
All I remember last season, to be honest, was that maybe
everyone, and also it was, sorry.
But but I just remember Ilkay Gundogan just doing a madness. Like City were started last season, they didn't start the season great, and then De Bruyne got injured, and Ilkay Gundogan came in, and everything just seemed to sort of gel when he just had a run of I don't know how many games up until February, and sort of dragged City back, and obviously the defensive they were shit. That's what I remember, but that's obviously different to what's happening this season. And obviously that last season you did. I know Aguero wasn't playing like him, but he was there. He was an option. But a lot of it came from him, Gundogan being more offensive and going forward. Clearly, Pep isn't doing that this season. You say it's one game, but I mean, if you look at previous results, if you exclude Norwich, who are leaking goals anyhow, so you can't really look at those, and Arsenal, who were a banter club, were down to 10-9. The other games, you lost against Spurs, who again made themselves difficult to break down when they went 1-0 ahead, and even against Leicester, like it wasn't particularly convincing. Like you weren't carving them open with like multiple chances. It makes sense. Leicester had their own chances as well. So what I'm trying to say about it is just like I just think that like against teams that are organized, I just don't know whether City will be able to be as clinical as they were previously because of fundamentally the lack of a striker.
No. Look, I will never deny that City are a threat and how talented all their players are. I just think that, in my view, they really wanted a striker for a reason. I thought that they didn't get a striker specifically wanting them to become. I think that's going to prove to be problematic for these dudes. Your boy Pierre, man, thank you for the door, Pierre. Thank you, bro. You haven't really beat us like that for me to be afraid. Game 1 was a B team with Steven. 2, Aguero missed the penalty kick. 3, the CL with KDB. We don't lose that match. Okay. You're telling me that KDB, who was having a disaster class before he ran into Rudiger's shoulder, would have changed the course of that game? You're lying. You're lying. Like, KDB is good and so forth. KDB isn't like this Messi, Neymar, Mbappe. No. So, people forget that. No. Before he got injured, he ran into Rudiger's shoulder. Now, I will give you the fact that, yes, which is why, like...
Did he run into Rudiger's shoulder?
Yeah. That's what I said. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So, my thing is, I do agree with you in the sense of that's why I wasn't so confident. I wasn't overconfident before the UCL game because I was like, hey guys, relax. You didn't play City's full team in those times that Chelsea beat them. Also, Chelsea didn't have their full team, but they didn't play City's full team. But that UCL game is that UCL game. And there is a very clear way that City wants to play. So my thing is, you see, City had a certain approach to PSG that they didn't have against Chelsea. Because if City have the kind of pragmatic approach they had against PSG, I think Chelsea have a much more of a difficult game. But my thing is that Pep is arrogant. And I think, and this is the danger, I still don't think Pep respects Chelsea and Thomas Tuchel. I still think that, we can beat them and we can outplay them. This is what he still believes. So my thing is, if Pep does Pep, it's a bad matchup. Because as we've seen, you defend deep, you keep it tight, and you break intelligently, you beat Man City. You'll beat them. So if you defend well, don't give them space, you win your 1v1 battles, and you now break away and you make the right decisions passing wise. Like, the only way that Chelsea don't harm City is if Mount, Ziyech, and Havertz are on some BS.
We'll see what happens, but like it's the whole kind of fool me once, shame on you, fool me twice type of thing. And at the end of the day, like if you're like, a good manager, like this, like I never like when people say like, oh, we lost this game, and they specifically pick an individual moment. So in the case of Graham's the penalty, okay, fine, but there were like 86 minutes of the game remaining. So what did you do in those 86 minutes? KDB wasn't play. Okay, that's fine. but how do you adapt as a team to compensate for that? Because there are many, like I'm fairly sure we've beaten Manchester City without Paul Pogba on the field, for example.
Yeah, and also didn't City get like 98 points without Kevin De Bruyne for most of the season?
Exactly, so like I always say those things like unless like it's like a really really bad refereeing decision that's affected or like ruined the game, which I get, then that's fine. But if it's oh, this person missed a penalty, or oh, this person was missing after 60 minutes, like, well, there was plenty of time to create something else from that, and the Raptors, certainly in those games, Chelsea scored in the 20th minute or 23rd. I can't 20 something. So it wasn't like late.
No, it was early. So there was enough time to change.
There was enough time to change things around, to make different, to adjust the tactics if needs be, to score them a goal. They didn't do that. That's obviously on Pep Guardiola. So, and he obviously needs to adapt. Will he adapt? Well, that's the thing.
Thank you for the dub, Mr. Yasir Saeed, who says Drogba moments in the CL is more dud than Gerrard moments in the UCL final. Sorry, the game was over. He scored the best goal in the history of the UCL. You see, this is complicated. This is complicated because, see, if we're talking about a singular moment, is Drogba. But if we're just talking about a game, it's Gerrard's impact. Because let's keep it real. Yes, that's Bayern Munich. Chelsea still had Lampard, Drogba, Obi Mikel, Cech. So that was still a team full of veterans. So that Chelsea team, man for man, was way better than freaking Steve Finnan, Harry Kewell, and Dietmar Hamann and Vladimir Smitsa.
And it was also the nature of the game as well. I mean, they were like 3-0 down to come up to 3-3 and to rally and something.
And also it's 3-0 down against that Milan team. See,
that Milan team, exactly.
3-0 down against any team, you don't come back. 3-0 down against that team, oh, it's over. Like, because I remember, when it was over, because I was watching it with some guys, but I missed
Sorry, AJ, I want to interrupt for a second. I don't know this subsystems they're on, guys, but like, bro, if you don't want to listen to, just don't listen. Like, I don't like.
Wait, what's he saying?
They just like Lele, shut the fuck up. I'm like, I don't understand. Like, if you haven't listened,
Red Devil, I think you're new to this. Red Devil, see, I think in this YouTube space, you're gonna have guys that that's just what they're on. So you have to just ignore them. because I can tell that sometimes whenever you see comments, you are very affected by whenever they come. But bro, just ignore it, because trust me, you're always gonna have haters. You will always have haters, and you will just have guys that be like, oh, blah blah blah. Bro, I've been called baldy and LL for like the past 2-3 years, and so like, okay, guys, I know I'm bald, but sexy men are bald, so that's what I'm saying. So no. But for me, like, Gerrard's performance against that Milan team, it's insane, bro. It's insane. But that Drogba goal, though.
Yeah, that's just it. It was, and especially I think after Robin missed that penalty, because then obviously it made him much more sweet. So, but yeah, I mean, like nothing will break. Like nothing will. It's even like it's even like that. Obviously, it's not the same final, but like when we overcome that deficit against that's PSG, that obviously feels like a much greater moment than if you like just win, or score a last goal in the last minute because of what you've had to overcome, the amount you've had to overcome. So yeah, no, Gerrard's blood is drugs.
Shout out to your boy Ifak, who I think is a United fan. I think Cristiano caught walking around in a subway in his hood yesterday. Surprised you weren't out for him. Can I just make something very clear?
Wait, what?
No. I don't hate Cristiano. First of all, I'm not sure. First of all, how do you know that it was him walking around the sub? First of all, how? How do you know this? Because it could just be a fake. I don't hate Cristiano. I just don't think he's as good as people make him out to be. Bro. I just don't think that he's as good as people make him out to be. That's just it. So people have this notion that I hate him. I don't hate him. I don't. I just don't think that he's as good as people make him out to be. And what I've always...
You did say that Ziyech at Chelsea was better than him at United. Like, I do have to stress that was said at some point.
Look, I was trying to. What was I trying to do?
I'm not sure what you were trying to do. That was part of the point.
I was trying to engage the audience, man. I was just trying to engage the audience into something interesting, man. That's what I was going to do. I was just saying, let's just get a dialogue going. So I wanted to promote the dialogue. You
wanted to compare you. No. The thing is, what the thing is that you took a picture of Ronaldo in like his prime United jersey and compared like Liek. Liège at Chelsea.
But you know what it is like? I think that my jinx thing is actually very weird.
Okay.
Because there are times when I'll be watching a game and I'll say, like PSG, you know what? I think Neymar's on the decline. Literally 2 minutes afterwards, he produces like an amazing pass.
Oh yeah, you did that. That was your thing most of last season. Like you were when you were hyping players. They were often from disaster classes or getting injured. Like I literally remember, like I don't know, I think it was Us or Fatu whatever. Like this guy's gonna ball, they're gonna come and stuff like that. Literally the day afterwards, they were injured.
Ever since like Hazard scored that amazing goal, and I did that video, that he's been on the decline since. Because my thing is that it's almost as if like the universe doesn't like me to be hype about someone. So whenever I really hype someone, it's you're really excited, you're really happy. Oh, screw you.
Yeah, that's why I've said I want you to slate every Manchester United player. I don't need no nicknames, no nothing. So that's why I don't mind the Ronaldo. Like you want to go and talk about Ronaldo because you've been slandering Ronaldo since he came to the Premier League and he's been scoring goals. So I want you
Cristiano is going to get 30, 40. What? Is it like 40 Gs? Cristiano like 40 Gs?
But you don't mean it. This is the thing. Like you don't mean it.
No. Okay. It's like I think he's going to get like 40 Gs.
like I know like there's covered like you don't mean it. Like it's just like
No.
Your video, the video evidence is already there because you've gone to the witch doctor.
No. I've changed. Okay, guys, 40 goals for Cristiano, like 40 goals, 40 Gs.
You've gone to the witch doctor. You've gone to the witch doctor already.
Also, guys, you see, I think people just have very sick minds. I'm not even going to mention what guys were saying on the YouTube comments on our which video, but I'm saying, guys, you have maybe it's like a young thing, like maybe. Because I'm older, I don't know how you young guys think, but you young guys, you've got very weird minds. And also, can you please leave Rafaela alone? Please, that's my baby, that's my sweet. Can you please leave Rafaela alone? From selection, the top selection says, that's all I was saying. Chelsea need a striker. I agree with Pep being arrogant. He did it with Klopp. Chelsea have a striker in Lukaku. Now, you might say that for this game, they need a mobile fast forward. Hence why this is a game that I feel Werner has to start. They have to start. But in terms of a striker, Chelsea have the striker. And what I say to guys is that Lukaku doesn't need to score in games like this. He needs to score against those mid-table guys, those riffraff guys. So, because remember, a league is about how you do over 38 games. Again, I say this many times, I say it again. There's a season in which Arsenal beats United twice. Guess who won the league? United.
Yeah.
So it's all well and good doing well against the top teams. This is about how well you do over 38 games.
I'm just looking at City's fixtures, and my goodness, like obviously they play they literally play Chelsea away, which is obviously what they're doing this weekend. Then they're playing PSG away, and then they're going to Anfield. So these next 3 games, I won't say they're critical to City's season, but it's kind of like I argue the first test of how is this City team going to come up against the big teams in the league, the big teams in Europe, and how they're going to cope. And do they go and beat PSG away with Messi? Do they go and beat Liverpool at Anfield? Because if City do lose this game, and then they go and lose to Anfield, and then suddenly you're like, okay, it's now.
Wait. When did they play Liverpool at Anfield?
Literally the next week. Sorry, no, it won't be next week because it's international. Oh wait, no. Yeah, next week. So it's the 3rd of October. So yeah, next week. Literally next week they're going to Anfield. So you're in a situation where, like, if they lose this game and then they lose to Liverpool, then suddenly you're thinking you're now 9 points away, and that's when you're like looking. And
because I'm saying for me, that's why I said I think Chelsea can play City, but we'll see. They're not beating Liverpool at Anfield. I expect Liverpool to beat them at Anfield because, see, that is a bad matchup. And I think even here it says that I agree with Pep being ignorant. He did this with Klopp. You know what I think? I what I think Pep's issue is? Barcelona. And I think that he's a victim of his own success. He can't accept that amazing philosophy and tactic that ruled the world at a point is somehow wrong. So he's like, no, I can beat Klopp. With this tactic, I can beat Klopp. But no, you can't. With these players, against Klopp's players and Klopp's tactic, he will beat you 9 times out of 10. Because his attack will always find spaces that your attack can't find spaces against his. Yeah. So a full-strength Liverpool will give City issues and will always beat them. But for Pep, he can't accept that. Pep can't accept that you can't play. If you both play each other, play, Liverpool 90% will beat you.
And Salah's in much greater form than any of Liverpool's.
Salah will kill you. He will destroy you. But Pep won't accept it. He will not. He doesn't want to accept it. So it's an arrogant statement. Oh, this is for both of us. From Ifak, thank you for the dub, man. Question for you both: what's now for Martial? Let me start because I know that you'll have a lot to say about this, man. Martial,
it's over.
How old is he?
He's 20. I think he's 25. I think he's 20. I'll just double check. I'm fairly sure he's 25.
My thing is, if I was advising Martial.
Yeah, 25. Yeah, I'm right. Yeah.
See, if I was advising Martial, you make him move. See, I know exactly what the Martial issue is. It's psychological. And once you reach a spot like this where he's lost confidence in himself. So when you lose confidence in yourself, that natural ability you have will not come through. So you can just see that the first touch isn't there. The movement isn't there. The feel of the ball isn't there. And he just feels like a half a second slower than everyone else. And you can just see that a guy who's lost confidence. And my thing is, we all know how good this guy is. We all know that when this guy came from Monaco, that we were like, oh, this could be the next best player. So it's a case of where this is now down to Martial. So like if I was advising Martial right now, Cristiano is there. Once Sancho hits form, Greenwood is there. Cavani, there are so many much more better attacking players ahead of you that for Martial, there's no space. And it makes it worse that even when you're given the few opportunities you have, you don't take it.
Yeah.
So what it is right now for Martial is how United are right now, it's not going to work. So if you want to somehow play your way back into the French team for next year's World Cup, you have to make a move.
Yeah.
And you have to make a move to a totally new team, new surroundings, and hope that just refreshes and recharges you. Look at, because see, this is different from Jesse Lingard where, oh, we want you to go out on loan to get better. For Martial, this is not to get better, this is to refine yourself.
Yeah.
So, because as a right now, because for me, when I just look at Martial, I'm like, it's a mental thing.
There's just, and there's just not, we have too many attacking options anyway. That's the thing that we have like, when you put in Cavani and obviously Ronaldo into the picture, and that's not including the youngsters like Alanga and Ahmad, for example. There's just too many attacking options, and he's not going to get the game time. Like, funny enough, I actually stumbled across, because BBC do their rumors, and there's like an article from Express saying that that United and Spurs would like a swap deal for Ndombele, Martial. Now, actually, I would do that. I would generally do that.
I think that's it. Right, the swap deal, Coman for Martial.
Personally, I would rather do what Spurs are thinking of doing, which is the Ndombele Martial deal, because I genuinely think that Ndombele would stop. He's better than Freddie McTominay, and I think if you play,
but I thought you said you wanted a DM.
I still
Isn't
think
that what United wants?
You do want that, but I think that he could play. He'd certainly work a lot better alongside Paul Pogba than what Freddie McTominay doing right now. So you could play Ndombele and Pogba together, and then Bruno ahead, and I think it'd work a lot better than that. But as for Conman,
so would you take this swap deal though? That's Coman is. See, my thing is,
isn't he injury prone though?
I think well, so maybe Detroit may be selling you some false. But let's just say, like, if he's not injury prone, my thing is Greenwood, Sancho. You sometimes play Pogba on the left.
Yeah, we have too many attacks. That's why I say within the balance that we have too many attackers anyway. Like, it's not like an attack for attack thing. It's like, it's literally like, if we didn't sign Ronaldo and Cavani, for example, who had not signed an extension, then I'd be like, okay, Martial, let's not put Martial going because he's probably going to get enough game time, whether starting or coming from the bench. And then obviously, if we solve Lingard, then you're like, oh yeah, of course, absolutely. But it's the fact that now Lingard is back in the squad when it was away for West Ham for a season. You've got Cavani for another year. We've now signed Ronaldo on top of that. And then there's obviously youngsters that might want to bite up the cherry in like Alanga and Ahmad. There's just no space.
But what I'll say though is, the thing about Coman,
and Rashford obviously coming back.
But Coman is like a classic winger. So he's a guy that walks the wing very well and is very good at us producing crosses. So I think that obviously Greenwood is a much better player, way more talented, but just in terms of walking the wing and producing crosses, the guy can say what's up. But you know what I find weird about this is Martial to Bayern. How does that work?
Yeah,
because Lewandowski is the starter, so he'd obviously have to play behind. So it basically became on Choupo-Moting coming in. So my thing is, I mean, would Martial to Bayern be the right move?
I mean, to be honest, let's be real. Bayern are going in for Haaland, aren't they? Bayern are going.
Red Devil. Wait, no. Forget Detroit's Rock City. Shane Schubert and the early Bayern fans, I dare you to get Haaland. I dare you. I'm sorry to Shane, Detroit's Rock City, any Bayern fan in here, I dare you to get. If I'm done. If they get Haaland, I'm done. Yeah, I'm finished. It's
the Bundesliga basically buying for another decade. They basically just got the Bundesliga for another decade. So
for me, I think that. Now that's done. That's the interesting question. Where does Haaland go? If he leaves Dortmund, where does he go? Because my thing is, they said that Real Madrid, but if Benzema is still going to give you 3, 4, 5 years, so Haaland wouldn't want to go to Real with Benzema still there. Barca, I think Barca's still trying to pay out their stadium. I think they still owe money in their stadium and so forth. So that's a whole different ball game.
PSG. Possibly, I mean, like Icardi's.
Does he go to PSG though?
I mean, it's partly, some of it is partly Raiola. Let's be real, and the money and the money that he's going to get and the wages he's going to get. So, if we're talking about a deal for Raiola and a deal for Haaland, he'll get a very good deal. You presumably get a very good deal at PSG, and if you offload Icardi, offload of your players, and then when you think about it, okay. You're going to lose Mbappe. Let's be real. You need to replace Mbappe.
Yeah.
And now you can play Haaland and Messi, Neymar, together.
And for me, even when we're doing the whole transfer thing during the summer and so forth, I always said that what makes sense is Haaland as a striker, Mbappe and Neymar in behind.
Yeah, exactly.
So this whole Eminem, Marshall Mathers thing, Slim Shady thing is not going to work. It's not going to work because I think it was, I don't know, we're having a conversation. When was it? We were having a conversation one time, and I was like, Mbappe is overall like a better player, but Haaland is way more clinical as a finisher.
Yeah, like a better finisher.
Because he's a far better finisher than Mbappe. So, your boy's selection, man. Thank you for the dope selection. Thank you, bro. He says Martial is another Firmino in a good way. I see him as a linkman between the forwards, similar to what he does with Benzema and Griezmann. Need intelligent plays with him, not a bad player. No, and I'm sure Red Devil would agree. Red Devil, like right now, he's going through a rot where he's not useful. Although he was involved in that goal, though, I think what's it the Jesse Lingard goal?
I don't think so. Against West Ham.
Yeah, when he did that dummy. I think it was when Pogba did the pass on the inside. Martial felt like if he was going to pass, but he then dummied it. It fell to Lingard, then turned in and then put the ball in.
Oh yes, for that West Ham. Sorry, I was thinking of yes, yeah, no,
yeah.
So, yeah, he was involved.
Because I told you, whenever I see Martial come on for United, he's into it. There is a quality player there. Like we're not dealing with Neong or Werner, who are these are trash players. We've known what this guy did at Monaco.
It was against Newcastle. Saying, yeah, I knew it wasn't against West Ham because that was massive.
Yeah, okay, Newcastle. Yeah.
Newcastle.
But my issue is that he's not doing it. He isn't showing this link play and so forth. So my thing is, bro, and as bad as Firmino, even Firmino is more useful than Martial these days. I don't know what was happening.
The big issue was that, like, from what I remember internally, was that Martial actually wanted to be our number 9. That was the thing. So for how some years when he's been here, like it's like even when he was Van Gaal signed him to be like, okay, you're going to be my number 9 for Manchester United, and that's always where Martial's wanted to play. But for me, I've always seen Martial's best position as being off the left wing. He's always looked better off there. I've never really rated him as a consistent.
And I think he played there for Monaco.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, but obviously, Mourinho comes in and says, "Nope, you're not my number 9. You can play off the left and compete with Rashford. I'm going to get Lukaku, Zlatan, whatever." That happened. Then obviously Oli sort of comes in and is like, "Okay, yeah, I'll give you." I mean, to be fair to Oli, he has given him opportunities in that position as number 9, and not last season, but the season before, he had a very good season for us. He scored more than 20 goals, so he was fine. But he just hasn't the consistency in form. And when you see obviously Rashford, I think Rashford as a number 9 is I would actually argue is actually worse than Martial, but Rashford at least gives you something.
He's fast.
He's fast.
Because Martial Martial can't run. He's not fast.
Just in the last 3 years, so like he at least gives you something a bit more than Martial has consistently off the left hand side. And then when you see like the emergencies of like players like Mason Greenwood, the fact that we signed Jadon Sancho, Ronaldo, Cavani, like I said, there's just not enough space.
But my thing though, to such a point is that like, and this is where coaching comes in. There's an amazing player there.
Yeah.
There's a talented player there. So the question is,
I think he would work in at Barcelona. I think he would. I think he work at Barcelona. Like if you put him.
No. If it's between him and Luke with 2 U's, I think you'd rather take Martial than Luke with two U's.
Well, your options are an injury-prone Aguero,
who just shaved his head because he obviously wants to because he's obviously dealing with depression of not having Messi. But yes,
and Braithwaite. So you can't tell me that Martial isn't better than those two options currently right now. So like you've got like Martial. Like if you're saying Barcelona was like a Martial, Dubai, and then what? Would you play? Maybe
Fatty.
like Fatty, or like a really fit Ooze. Then like you're like, okay, that front three is not. That's not that bad.
No. I mean, and like, see, my thing is that, so if January it comes through, Barcelona should maybe try and take him on loan, and then for United, you're like, fine, because but the point I'm making is that there is a quality player there. So my thing is it a case of where Martial isn't really fully applying himself in training, or is it a case of where no, Solskjaer, you should be doing better as a coach to try to get the best out of him?
No, it's just I don't think so. I think Solskjaer has done. I mean, there are obviously better coaches, but but they're also better players. You know what I mean? Like you can't like. So that's where I think it comes.
But my thing is that based on talent and what he can do and his ability, are you saying that Lingard, Greenwood, Sancho are more talented than Martial in terms of just what he's able to do? Now, talent is one thing, but just in terms of what this guy was doing as a teenager, and Monaco and so forth.
They're not. But the problem with Martial is that he's not consistent at it. That's the problem. So that's why I feel like from it goes.
So but hence why this where it's that's why it goes with the whole Balotelli thing. When you know that a player has amazing ability, it's one of two things: either that player isn't applying himself properly in training or in games, or the coach isn't skilled enough to be able to bring out the best of this player who we know has this amazing ability. You see, with Balotelli, we know that it was his fault. He was to blame because he didn't apply himself. For this one, we don't really know.
The thing is, I was going to say, I was in the point out. I can only say that because in that, I said not last season, but the season beforehand, that was Martial's best season, and that was under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. So giving him this opportunity, etc. So Ole is given opportunities, and he had his best season at Manchester United under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer in that season. So I've got to say, I just think that with Martial, for me, the issue is that I don't think that he can handle competition well. That I think is the issue for me. So when, like, if you look at when we signed Telles, who started well, and then what happened is Luke Shaw then started balling and pushing himself, and he actually became better. With Martial, it seems that as soon as there's competition for his spot on the left, whether it's on the left wing or the number 9, etc., he just doesn't know how to react to that. If there's no competition, it's like, okay, I'm safe, I can do my thing. But as soon as there's competition, he just falters. And then if that's the case, you have to obviously give, preference to the player that's performing better.
Your boy David T. Thank you for the door, bro. David T says, I know no one cares, but Kai Rooney scored 3 and assisted 3 on his debut. He has now played against Leeds, scored 2 and assisted 1. Wait, does Kai Rooney play for the United youth team?
Yeah, I think so. Actually, yeah. I'm not. But well, I mean, he's Kai. He must be. How old is Kai now? He's not. This isn't under 20 or anything like that. Like he's like a teen football or something. How old is he? I think is it.
I mean, see, my thing is that look, and I think that they say this with like Messi's
he's 11 years. He's 11 years old. Man.
11.
Yeah, like it's.
See, my thing is look. All because not we saw a great example is Johan Cruyff. All because you're the son of a talented player doesn't mean that you'll be talented. That's even a funny thing to even ask, even the live chats. How many sons of amazing players turn out to either be as good as their father or better? Of truly famous,
amazing,
quality players. I can't think of many because I remember watching Thiago Alcantara and Rafinha's dad in the 94 World Cup. But he was all right. He wasn't that big. He was all right. And I'll say, yeah, Thiago is probably better than him and has had a better career than him. But in terms of high-profile quality players, like look at Zidane's kids. Look, they ain't doing much. Messi's kids ain't going to touch what Messi's done. So my thing is, those are people being like Disney Plus merchants. Actually, have you watched those Star Wars anime things?
I've not actually. Apparently, people saying that it's good. Should get into it.
It's all right. It's all right. Like it's like some episodes are trash. Some episodes are actually pretty good. Basically, it's better than that piece of crap that came out in the sequel.
There's people saying Maldini. I mean, I guess we'll see what happens with. You've got to see what happens with his son.
No, but now that's maybe because I think Cesare Maldini was a big deal. I think he was a pretty big deal, and Paolo Maldini definitely surpassed it. So Paolo Maldini may be an anomaly, but again, for his kid, man, I doubt his kid is going to do what Maldini did, who is one of the most greatest respected defenders of all time. So the thing, though, is for Kai Rooney, it may be a case when he now becomes 16 or 17, he may come in and go through, and also like it rarely happens. No. It really happens, and I think it doesn't help when you have such a famous name, and the pressure. It's like my brother sends me a video of Brooklyn Beckham play a game.
He's playing for Miami, isn't he?
I think Miami. Some of these dudes, and I'm like, it's funny because I said, look, this guy, he crosses the ball exactly like Bex, and so. But my thing is that is he not going to have the same kind of career that David Beckham has? I doubt it.
No, of course not.
I strongly doubt it. Like again, you look at I think Klinsmann, his son is American and plays as a keeper as well. Is he now going to have the same career as Klinsmann has?
I guess the best example would probably be Peter and Kasper Schmeichel. That I think that's. I mean, okay, yes,
that's a great example.
Is not like won Champions League, etc. But Premier League, with Leicester City,
that's amazing.
In the league. I think that's probably the
closest
in terms of quality. Yeah,
Kasper Schmeichel is a great, and for me, okay, cool. Peter Schmeichel won the Euros with Denmark in '92, but making a save against Modric in a World Cup and making a save while green lasers obviously pointed in your eyes against Kane at Wembley in a semi. Yeah, so he's made some big moments. No. See, because for me, me and Red Devil, we remember what a big deal Peter Schmeichel was. Like he was a big deal.
Yeah.
Like I think because someone asked me that, name your top 5 keepers of all time, and I said Neuer 1, Kahn 2, Buffon 3, Schmeichel, Casillas. Yeah. And those were my 5 of all time. Yeah. So Schmeichel is like a top 5 keeper of all time. Yeah. So if you're now coming in with that name, it's like, actually, do you remember? It was, I can't remember what Champions League game it was. I think someone passed the ball back to Schmeichel, and I think for some reason, I don't know why, he basically went down on his knees and controlled the ball with his knees. And then went through.
Yes.
There was just one game that he did that, and it was like, what the hell?
What is he doing? Yeah.
And also in that treble run, remember he saved against Beckham in the FA Cup semi. So no.
Yes. Yeah. No. Exactly.
But Kasper Schmeichel, I think.
For what? Because you make a good point. For what Kasper Schmeichel has done with Denmark international
and Leicester,
Leicester, like you got to. I still think obviously Schmeichel from what he achieved was achieved more than. Yeah. But if you're talking about in the context of footballers and Sunderland, I think this is the closest.
It's the closest.
You could probably make it with Kasper and
like he's competing with a father who is a top 5 keeper of all time. So what is that supposed to do? Bowen had more movements playing centre forward than our front 3. Who is Bowen?
West Ham forward.
West Ham. He plays. Wait, did he used to play for United?
No. I think we played West Ham last week.
Yeah.
Bowen has more movement than playing than our front 3 in terms of his movement around. So which I don't know. I think that's a bit. He had some. What?
Okay, can I just say this? He's already surpassed his dad. People said it's not early. It's already happened. Alf Inga Haaland was not a great player. He was okay.
He played for Manchester City. He's one of the Manchester City legends.
Yeah. Cool. Cool. That's great.
When Manchester City, went one by
Red Devil, that is great. Erling Haaland has already surpassed his dad. That's already happened. Okay, we're talking about a guy nobody, and I mean nobody, talks about Alfing Haaland. Okay, and I'll be real, his greatest moments is being injured by Roy Keane. That's his greatest moments. Like if you to type in Alfing Haaland into anywhere, that would be the video that's shown. Not a goal, not a piece of skill, not highlights. That's what is shown. So come on, bro. But see, Red Devil, look, man. I won this Premier League, bro. I won it.
We already discussed that Chelsea favourites to win it, so I get that. Absolutely. So,
look, see,
just don't give your players nicknames. That's the only thing I would say.
And trust me, you will not hear a yetch, verse, or thing from me until we lift up that trophy. Trust me. No, I'm saying, look,
I somehow doubt that, but
but my thing about the thing, like, do you think that this could be like a 3-horse race, or even like a 4-horse race? Because I was talking about the Serie A, and I feel like the Serie A is going to be like a 4-horse race, and I think that the Serie A is going to be the most open, most exciting league table everywhere. It's going to be the most exciting league to watch. It's going to be the Serie A this season. But look at the Premier League, and I am not going to rule out Man City because it's Man City. Now, Brighton, let's just get those guys the heck out of here. It could generally be a 4-horse race because Chelsea are Chelsea that are now getting stronger. If Liverpool get no key injuries, Salah is a walking, talking goal scorer, and Van Dijk is going to now ensure that they're winning games. Ole or not Ole, Cristiano is going to get goals. And I think Cristiano is getting 25 or 30 Gs this season. And City, yes, they did make signings. It's still Pep Guardiola, and that tactic has been very productive in this league. So, do you see this generally being like a 4-horse race, or do you see it being between 2 teams? Or do you think that until we get to at least February or March, 4 teams could realistically all be vying? Because in Leicester's season, it was like 3 teams up until like the last few days. It was Tottenham, Arsenal, and them.
Yeah. I definitely think that it's still early. It's only we've only played like 5 games, like, which is like at the end there's nothing, and so there's, like I said, there's still so many variables, like key injuries, internationals, all the rest of it, But I definitely think that the games between the top 4 teams are probably going to be more significant this time around than they have been in previous seasons. Because from what we're seeing, like I said, Arsenal and Spurs aren't really like, usually with these seasons, there's usually a team in the league that has a like that's outside the top 4-6 that has a say, because they take points of teams. Like sometimes there'll be Southampton, or sometimes be Everton, that type of team that does that. I don't think you'll see that type of team. I think that with a few exceptions, I think it will be a lot more on the teams, the matches against the top 4. That's why I think that the fact that it's significant that City are playing Chelsea and Liverpool back to back, because they lose those 2 games, and suddenly, like if United, for example, win against Villa and then win it, I think we've got Everton at home, then suddenly we're 9 points ahead of City. Like somehow, it's still early days, but I just think that those key games are going to be more important.
So are you saying 4-horse, 2-horse, 3-horse, or let's say everyone is fit, no key injuries, everyone is fit, and there are no key injuries? Do you see it being 4 teams are viable for the trophy, or it ends up just being 2 teams? Because I thought, I think it could be that season with, let's say, where it could be 3 teams.
I think it has. I can't remember there ever being a 4-horse race in the Premier League.
No, because I think that I can't make an argument for either a Liverpool, United, or City being 10, 15, 20 points adrift.
Yeah.
I can't make and this is why I say it could be one of this, because last season Liverpool's injuries, United didn't have Cristiano, Chelsea had that tyrant called Lampard and thingy and so forth, and City. But this thing is, if Liverpool have no injuries, that's the asterisk. Cristiano is this is a goal scorer that's unlike anything I've ever seen in my life.
And
Chelsea, we know how strong they're easy. We know how strong they're same as water. And for Man City, Pep, they're the defending champions.
I think this is why this game is going to be, because I think if Chelsea do beat City now, I do think that's a statement given from what we've seen so far. And you might have a situation where this gives Chelsea the momentum to go on a ridiculous run, given that they don't concede, and that might mean that they do pull away, and it might be like a 2-horse race in Liverpool, for example. I think if City win this game, then I think it leans more towards, okay, this looks like it might be more of an open race, because if City win, but then they might lose to Liverpool at Anfield, the following week. So yeah, I think that I think it will be an open race. It's difficult to gauge because a lot of the mid-table teams, I'm just not sure how they're going to perform or how they're performing in the long run, and whether some of these teams will be able to take points off a City, a Chelsea, etc. Southampton obviously did it last season, but they did it to us as well, so.
Your boy David C says, I'm just investing my stocks in early in the best Kai in England currently. David C, if you're honestly telling me that a dude called Kai Rooney is better than Kai, UCL winner, put the ball around Edison, Havertz, you are smoking crack and sniffing crack cocaine. Okay, you have to record. David, I never want to hear that trash come from you ever again. Don't you ever tell me that a dude called Kai Jeremiah Rooney is anywhere close to Kai UCL winner Verts, please.
A lot of people in chat saying Chelsea are going to win the league. So
no. I'm not people. Guys are saying United. Guys saying Cristiano 30 Gs.
David says we all know Chelsea are winning.
Frank says that United will win the league by 10 points easy.
I don't know where this Frank guy is.
Miriam says that United for the dub.
I don't see it.
Your boy Mbani says, we got this EPL and
exactly. Mbappe and King Mbappe is cheerleading them completely. We got this EPL and CL. Believe in the sick and cheeks. Exactly. on a serious note,
did you know I am to blame? I am to blame for this.
On a serious note, HH, given the fact that you guys did win the Champions League,
yes,
and you have improved upon this squad,
yes,
is it not? And you've got two arguably the best managers in world football for a full season with his tactics. Do you not think it is at least reasonable to challenge for a treble this season?
Okay. I'll be real with you. Jokes aside, reverse jinx aside, the Villa game worried me because I was like, okay, this squad may not be as good as I think it is.
Okay.
Because if the sort of B team are struggling to beat Villa's B team, that has me worried. And as you know, squads are what really win this league. But despite that, the Chelsea's tactic, I think, is going to be problematic for teams. You now have the stats pattern in Lukaku. Chelsea created chances, but they couldn't put them away. Those chances fall to Lukaku, they get put away. If those chances turn into goals, and those 0-1-0-1s now turn into threes, it accumulates. And hence why that Liverpool game was so key that Chelsea didn't lose the game. Now, if they had won the game, boom. But the fact that they didn't lose the game, they actually got to a draw, that's key. So now it's now Chelsea-Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. Now this game is going to be key. Those United games are going to be very key. Because I think if Chelsea do well if Chelsea come away with either draws or wins against United, City, and Liverpool at Stamford Bridge, I have faith in Lukaku to get to those goals that Werner, Havertz, and Mount couldn't get. So I expect Chelsea to get this Premier League. And my thing is, as long as Chelsea don't run into Bayern before the final, a UCL could do something. Because for me, before the final, boom, Bayern in the final, I didn't say give me Bayern. I just said that if
I didn't say. I mean, you did say
give me
that.
Bayern. Relax, Shane. Relax. I didn't say give me Bayern. Relax, bro.
You did say it one time, but you think that this Chelsea team could like slap aside like a PSG, a Madrid, like even a Liverpool, for example.
Chelsea can beat PSG because I'll take Tuchel over Pochettino. I've been watching Real Madrid recently. So these guys, they scored 7 goals in their last game. They scored 5 goals against Celta Vigo. Ancelotti does very well in the Champions League. I am now wary against Real Madrid.
Okay.
I'm now a bit more wary, specifically because of how Vinicius is emerging, Rodrigo is emerging, and now Camavinga is emerging. So it'll be an interesting game, but I am worried because Chelsea beat Real. It was close.
Yeah,
it was close, and that was with no Hazard. Vinny was on some BS. They didn't have Camavinga, and also maybe and Zidane was coping with injuries. So, but the team is there. The striker is there. You see, all I need from Lukaku is say what's up in these big games. Say what's up in these big games and just prove guys wrong. But even if he doesn't, it's not all that matters is you play your role in the bigger picture. That's all that matters, So Tuchel and Chelsea, your aim has to be to try to win this league. You have to generally try to win this league. You have to. You have to. And
so the expectation for you is that Chelsea should win this league. But if they don't win the Champions League or compete for treble, that's fine. As long as they win the Premier League, that's more than enough. Is that what you're saying?
Sorry, say again.
So essentially what I'm saying is you're content with just Chelsea just competing for and winning the Premier League. If they don't get close in the CL, if they don't defend the CL.
Whoa. Red Devil, I still speak fluent CL.
Okay.
I still speak fluent CL. I want both.
So okay, yeah. So the expectation is a treble then, basically, because you just added the FA Cup just as a thing. That's just part of it. So the expectation is a treble for Chelsea this season.
Our expectation is to live. Our expectation is to live and to breathe. Red Devil, baby steps. Let's deal with City tomorrow. Later today. Let's deal with City later today. Let's beat these guys tomorrow. Let's first get this dub and see. So, Red Devil, I will answer you after that City game, because if Chelsea lose against Man City, I'll be talking very differently. If Mount ZH are on some base, I'll talk very differently. So let's just see what happens against Man City. But the team is there. The manager is there, but specifically the system is here. Because my thing is that I want to see. You see, you're very tricky. I was about to say Bayern. But no. I've learned my lesson. You see, you've almost got me hyped. You've almost got me hyped. I was this close. I was this close to saying it. So King Gombani says. Okay, no, I won't say it. I respect ban. Most CFC fans really say Werner over Tammy. #drugs. Now, here's the thing, though. Bro, shout out. Can we give a shout out to Tammy Abraham?
Yeah, he's doing very well. It's Jose, has got his striker.
But wait, Redova, I think. But before we talk about that, there's something that we both share, and I'll let you know. But we've got what Mbani says that most CFC fans really say, well, it depends. I think they say that in terms of system. If they say Werner is better than Tammy, then they're sniffing glue. But if they say that Werner is better for the system, I agree, because Werner is fast. And because he knows how to run, he's good. So he is. For instance, in this game, Werner would be more dangerous than Tammy in this game against Man City because of how fast he is. Red Devil, Roma are playing Lazio on Sunday.
They are, yes.
And do you know? You've obviously heard what they do in the Lazio stadium.
Oh,
the fans, the ultras. So Red Devil, you know where I'm going with this. I know that Tammy scored the winning goal in the last game. So what if Tammy drops a 3-piece against Lazio in Lazio's crib?
I think what they'll do, the Serie A do, is that they'll attempt to do like a hashtag, no to racism with like gorillas again. I think that's what they'll try to do. Like get the
there was, I think, there was, I think it was Spain. It just shows you how crazy those guys in Spain are. I think it was in Spain where like they're trying to show solidarity with this black player. I know they've all painted their faces black. So you saw a whole stadium of white people, all with their faces painted black, because they're showing solidarity with a black player who was racially abused. I mean, look. Maybe see. Imagine if you're that black player and you're walking in and you're looking at literally a minstrel. This is what the way you're looking at a minstrel.
Yeah.
Pretty much coming through complete with probably they even have the red lips and everything.
Yeah.
It would be like Get Out. It'd be like you're in like a freaking thing. But look, here's because Tammy is loving it in Roma. And I'm so happy whenever players get their chance. Because obviously I always go on Tammy's Instagram and he's loving just the love in Roma. And as I said, he feels appreciated. Because I used to feel sorry for Tammy when Werner would miss chance after chance after chance, and Tammy would just be on the bench and be like, damn. Honestly, for Tammy, if you have an amazing season for Roma, fans love you, you are adored, and Chelsea wants you back. Do you go back to Chelsea? He probably would. And I'll say, don't. Don't. You see, I think it's the same, like, go where you are.
Appreciated, not tolerated.
Yeah. Go where you're appreciated, not tolerated. And I think that's for him. He found a place where you're loved and you could be a cult hero. You could truly be a cult hero. It's like, so why Totti never left, man? But, I mean, do you think Mourinho and Tammy do it, man?
Do what?
League. Win the league.
Where's
Serie A.
Juventus? Where's Juventus, by the way?
Oh, don't worry. I'll scroll down. Nope. Hey! Here we are.
12.
So, yeah.
Did they play midweek then?
Yes, they beat some dudes called Spezia.
Spezia, okay.
Spezia, Spezia, Spezia. Yeah, these guys here, Spezia, 17.
Yeah. Yes, okay. I think
they were losing 2-1. They were losing 2-1. So yeah. No, because there's a narrative I have going out there, and the narrative is because that's why I am looking very carefully at Barcelona and Juve this season. So there could be a lot of emergency hangouts happening.
So you're saying the narrative that like if Jose Mourinho in his first season goes to Roma and somehow wins the league Serie A with Roma, that's
a narrative. But another narrative is where will Juve finish in the season that Cristiano left them? Because Allegri was like, I don't want Cristiano, which is fine, cool. You best not finish outside of the top 4.
Well, he has Morata, doesn't he?
Red Devil. Morata has been playing. Morata has been playing the sports for like over 10 years, and he still doesn't know what the offside rule is.
Yeah, that's
So when you're dealing with a guy who still doesn't know what it means to be onside, how is this guy supposed to get 20 to 25 Gs a season? So because for Juventus, you don't have Cristiano's goals to bail you out. Allegri, the team you left is far better than the team you have now. So if you're struggling to beat Spezia, it's going to be a long, hard season for Juventus.
Yeah.
It could be a long.
Well, obviously, it's like all these things. Like it's still early days. It's still difficult to judge with like 5 games. Maybe he just needs time to just get to know his squad, get the synergy together, and so on, and grow into it. Because I do remember there was one season where he started badly, and I think they won the league by about 8 points or something. So it's definitely possible. But from what I've seen initially, this Juventus team looks like it's going to struggle. And AC Milan, are saying what's up. Inter are saying what's up. Roma saying what's up.
It's very tough, man. It's a very different league, man.
And oh yeah, shout out to Ushiman, by the way, man. Like Napoli, man. It would be such a great story if he
Bro, that would be huge. Because remember, that is like the Maradona narrative, which is that he's the only guy that's led to the league title. So it's like, see, I don't think they will. Like for me, if I was to put money down, I'll put my money down on Inter Milan. I think Inter just have more kind of dangerous players and a better squad and team to last the 38 games. Now this is worrying here. Let me breathe this up. I want Chelsea. Can we get these guys at the bridge? Detroit's Rock City. First of all, I don't admire your arrogance. But can I just tell the full story to you? And I hope you're listening, Shane, and to all you Bayern fans. That game that you cheated in 2020, that game doesn't count. Because Lampard was a tyrant. And for David Ross, first of all, I respect you. I respect you guys and so forth. I respect you guys and so forth. But I want revenge. I don't want Bayern. I never said I wanted Bayern and so forth. But
what does I want revenge mean?
It means that I respect Bayern, but I'm not scared of you. Because Bayern, you walk around like you're the big bullies.
Okay.
We're not Barcelona. We're not Barcelona. And also, if you face us, we're not going to have that clown Lampard.
So you're saying that Chelsea can go like toe to toe with Bayern? Is that what you're saying, HH?
I'm saying that Bayern fans stop being arrogant because your arrogance sickens me. It sickens me.
Okay.
And I'm not saying this right now that don't be arrogant right now and be caught slipping. Because right now, Bayern look dangerous. They look, because I've watched some of Bayern. Red Devil, these guys look good. These guys look good. And yes, if everyone is fit, Bayern are favorites for this UCL title. But look,
are they though? Are they though?
Yeah.
With the defense that with the experience that Tuchel has, more so than Nagelsmann, and with the defense that this Chelsea
Red Devil, relax.
Tuchel knows.
You're too hype.
I'm not hyped. I'm just logically. Tuchel knows Nagelsmann. Like I think even he tutored him at one point. So there's that experience factor there. Chelsea had one of the best defenses. I mean, even in the Champions League, you didn't concede that many goals. So,
No.
It's just more the question of
if it's a UCL final, because see, Detroit Rock City, I want you to talk about 2012. Detroit Rock City, I'm talking to you. I want to talk Shane, Detroit 2012. 2012. You talk about 2020, which was that game doesn't count because Lampard is a moron. Talk to me about 2012. Wait, was that your stadium? Was that your house? Wait a minute, did we come to your house and beat you? Did we lift the trophy in your house? It's a simple question. Did we or did we not? Okay, no, Red Devil, did we or did we not? No, Red Devil, please. I need to ask you, please answer to me. Red Devil, did Chelsea
Football Club lifted the 2012 Champions League trophy at Bayern's crib? That factually, officially happened.
It happened.
And since then, Chelsea Football Club have desired to play Bayern Munich in subsequent Champions League knockout games. So fundamentally, like us even Red Side Madrid says, I don't trust Bayern's defense. I don't trust even with that Saul brick. Is it Soule? Sorry, Soule brick.
Soule.
The guy's a brick. I don't care. Like for me, he's he's a brick. I'm not saying he's he's the worst I've ever seen, but he's very, very suspect.
No, Red, I'll be real with you, man.
You want Bayern?
No, I never said that. Red Devil, you can try all your tricks you want. You'll never get me to say it. You'll never get me to say it.
It's just more like the summary, like of what we said. The summary.
See, Red Devil, all I'm saying is, if somehow, some way, Chelsea were to beat Bayern Munich, you realize that you see, for me, I keep a diary of all the insults and abuse that people send towards me. And my thing is, I respect what Bayern and I respect what they do. We have Luke Skywalker. We have a top 3 manager in the world. Nagelsmann is a testy baby. Tuchel is top 3 in the world. We have the most impenetrable defense on the planet.
Exactly.
And also we have the biggest game changer on the planet in Kante.
Okay, exactly.
There is no player on Bayern's team who is as influential as N'Golo Kante. I'm sorry. I respect Bayern. There is not a single player on Bayern's team who has the kind of impact that Kante has.
Sorry,
nobody.
You also believe that Chelsea would beat PSG? Is that correct? Chelsea would beat the PSG of Mbappe, Neymar, Messi, and Verratti in the midfield.
Who are those guys? Who are those guys? Who are those guys? That's small. Those are just small people, man. Those are small people. You see, Bayern, I'm gonna think in our sleep. What was PSG?
In your sleep, you could slap PSG.
Right, okay. Let me be okay. We would beat them.
Okay.
Also, we would like PSG.
Is that I want PSG?
No, that is we would beat the living crap out of those guys because for me, Messi is on the decline.
Okay.
Neymar is already declining.
Wait, Messi's on the decline?
What?
You said Messi was on the decline.
Say, what? Did you just say?
You said Messi was on the decline. This is on the decline. That's what you said.
That's what you said.
Yeah, that's what you
said.
That's what you said, AJ.
That's what you said. Yeah, what? What I'm saying is, look, PSG, Red Devil, do you really believe PSG are going to do anything against Chelsea? Come on, let's be. It's a holiday camp, man.
No, you've got the prodigy. They've got the prodigy. The prodigy can do anything.
No. The prodigy.
Don't you need the prodigy to win the Champions League for the narrative?
He's playing his way into Chelsea next summer. Because Chelsea are going to. Because based on Mount and thingy, I want Mbappe playing behind Lukaku next season. So watch this space. Mbappe could take that position. So let me say, no. This is a PSA. Public service announcement. Mount, Ziyech and Havertz, if you don't ball, Mbappe is taking your place next summer. He's taking your place summer. So just keep that in mind. Oh, and also anybody who says this, show me your World Cup medal. Show me if you can show me your World Cup medal, then that's all good, man. If you can show me, no, it's not divine intervention. That was reality. You came at me, and I'm going to say 2012. I can't. Oh, I see. Red Devil, they're trying to trick me. Red Devil, they're trying to trick me. They're trying to trick me. They're trying to trick me.
It's trying to pull together.
They're trying to trick me.
Clarify
I'm so close to messing up.
What you believe.
I'm so close. It is so tempting. It is so tempting, man.
It's what you believe. So and clearly, for what you said, what you believe is that Chelsea. So man, basically, if Chelsea met Bayern Munich at some point in the Champions League process, you believe Chelsea could beat Bayern Munich. That's what.
No. Okay. Look at this. Look at this relaxer. Red Devil. Put it this way. Let me just be very careful how I say this. Like, put it this way. No. Basically, I would like to have revenge for 2020.
Okay.
So it's not that I want Bayern or I'm arrogant about Bayern. I feel
wouldn't
that
mind facing
no
to get revenge on 2020
Chelsea have unfinished business
against
Bayern Munich. And all I'm saying is that Bayern fans
beware.
Oh, I don't even know how to say this. Wait,
beware, like we're coming. Like we
no. Bayern fans,
revenge.
This tactic is tricky. And I would like to see how you break down this tactic. It's so simple.
Yeah.
If we have a game, I'd like to see you break down this tactic.
Okay.
And also, we know how you play with the high line. And if we can unleash the speed of Werner, because remember, no. Wait. Who was the manager when Bayern beat Chelsea? Who?
It was Frank Lampard.
A guy who sells fruit in the local supermarket.
You said that if you
a guy who sells fruit.
You said that you would unleash Werner. Do you think that unleashing of Werner would negate the like Lewandowski or Sané or that type of would Werner's unleashing negate the forces that Bayern have?
I respect all these Bayern players. All I'm saying is, Bayern, if you make the mistake of running into Chelsea, you're running into a team that wants revenge. You're running into a team that wants revenge.
That sounds like a veil kind of.
No. It's very kind. It's extremely kind.
It's a bit of like if you cross paths with us, we're gonna say what's up. Is the interpretation?
But we're the Champions League winners. See, you're missing one thing.
Indeed,
we are the defending Champions League winners.
Indeed.
So if Bayern face us, you've got to be respectful.
Okay.
Of the UCL winners.
Okay.
That's it.
So you wouldn't mind if Bayern face you?
Thank you for the dub, JJ Bridge. JJ Bridge, thank you for the dub. JJ Bridge says, Chelsea will beat anyone in our way. We are coming for the repeat in a CL. And 2-0 over City later. Big up, H. Love the show. Big up, boy, JJ Bridge. Big up.
I think I like where JJ Bridge is coming from here. Chelsea can beat anyone, therefore they shouldn't be afraid to face anyone, and therefore declare.
Can I respond?
Who they should face.
Can I respond?
You can.
Thank you, Mr. Red Devil. Looking at this dub, I would love Chelsea to retain this UCL title because let me just give you this narrative. Imagine the narrative that Chelsea are the only other team to retain the UCL title. Do you know what that means? Red Devil, that's treble abuse you keep throwing at me. Means nothing now. Because I could just say, well.
Still technically not treble, though, is it really?
No. If Chelsea, if we defend the UCL title, that's a dub. That's a dub. So, because I am praying Chelsea do that. Okay. Imagine Chelsea defend the UCL title and the second team in the history to do it as opposed to Real Madrid. Huge. Easy. Wait, 2-0 win over City. Look, if Chelsea play the game, they beat those guys. Look, Pep Guardiola, he not great. He's overrated. He's overrated. And City, I don't want. Wait, hold on. Let me do one thing. Take that FA Cup or that Papa John's Cup. I don't want Pep anywhere near that CL.
Okay.
I don't want Pep anywhere near that CL. And also, I don't want Pep anywhere near that Premier League. See, things have changed. You see, United, you had your chance to stop him. Liverpool, you had a chance to stop him. You couldn't. It's a new day. This is the Tuchel era.
Okay.
The day of that freaking dictator tyrant is gone.
So in the Tuchel era now, like I said,
Red Devil. He's called the Tuk. The Tuk.
The Tuk. Okay, so you give him a nickname. Okay.
No,
So,
Thomas Tuchel. His name is Thomas Tuchel. Red Devil is Thomas Tuchel. Red Devil. Wait, hold up. Red Devil, relax. Red Devil, wait, Red Devil. You know, I'm talking. Red Devil, can I finish talking? Red Devil. His name is Thomas Tuchel. His name is Thomas Tuchel. His name is Thomas. Guys, live chat. His name is Thomas Tuchel. So you're saying Thomas Tuchel was?
It's like you laid it down already with the Tuchel.
Thomas Tuchel. No.
Hey, live chat. Like remind us.
Chat. I said Thomas Tuchel. Live chat. I said Thomas Tuchel. Live chat. I said Thomas Tuchel. Let me even type this in,
bro.
Live chat. I said Thomas Tuchel. Live chat. Thomas Tuchel.
Remind the Saturday hangout guys. Like HH.
No. I said Thomas Tuchel.
The Tuchel.
I said Thomas Tuchel. I said Thomas Tuchel.
You know, even Jimmy, Tommy T. That's another one. Tommy T.
Who is Tuchel? Like TikTok took. I know
Tuki. The Tuke.
So
to Amber point. So with the Tuke, so my point was that like what you're essentially saying is that like that Chelsea are favourites for the Premier League and the Champions League. They are.
I never said that. Red Devil, I never said that. Red Devil, relax. I never said that.
That's kind of what you inferred. And with the Tuke in charge, there's no team that Chelsea can't win.
Okay.
That's the thing. Yeah.
No. My thing is, guys, put it this way. I'm in a strong dilemma. How did Chelsea win the UCL? You think it was just via football? Football was 40% of the reason. 60% of the reason was because of me. The jinx works. It's guys, I told you, like, we joke about it. It works. Like, I couldn't know. It's if you know how to use it, it works.
Yes.
But you have to know how to use it. My jinx, it worked.
I know
also as well. Messi.
I know that when you give players and people nicknames, that it does negative things. So I don't know whether when you say the Yech or the Sick or Luke Skywalker, whether those things in the long run will work. Because my observation is that it doesn't work. So, for example, when you bigged up Luke Skywalker, he didn't turn up against Spurs, for example. So I would like to see that now you've given the Tuke a nickname, like on the eve before the City game. whether
actually, I blame you.
Anything happens, it will be a good test.
I might have to rethink about bringing you onto this one because if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have said any of that stuff, man. So
I was letting you speak, man, bro. So like I think Tuke is actually a good nickname in my opinion.
Thomas was speaking to Thomas Jeremiah Tuchel. First of all, his name. See, my thing is, a part of me wants me to be both ones that we're going to win the Premier League and the Champions League. If I say that Chelsea are not going to win the Premier League and the Champions League, it's not because of me, it's because I believe in the football gods and the powers that be.
But you literally gave a 20-minute monologue on giving me and the panel a very good reason as to why you are favourites, though.
Red Devil, I'll be real with you.
Okay.
I don't want Pep anywhere near that trophy. Okay. Because I need Pep to I need it.
Okay.
So my thing is, for my narrative.
So quickly, which team do you think could beat Chelsea in the Champions League this season, like comfortably?
Bayern are a problem.
But could they beat Chelsea comfortably?
On their day, yes.
Okay.
If things go badly for Chelsea, and if Bayern are at full strength, and on their day, it could go crazy. But it just depends whether it could be them on their best day or so forth. But Red Devil, here's my thing. My thing here is this is going to be a very exciting season.
Okay.
Very exciting season indeed.
Okay.
And my thing is, there are so many narratives that exist. Because I believe that there could be 4 teams that could say what's up this season. 100%. But Red Devil, I can see something. But I know that if I go full on, I will look like a fool.
What can you see? What is it that you can see?
I'll show you what I can see. I can see David T with a dub that says, if you compare the 2 teams, Chelsea definitely win.
That's fair. Okay.
Chelsea, if you're comparing both of the teams and so forth, it depends on what Chelsea shows up. If that's Chelsea that played against Villa shows up, then no. Guys, Red Devil is very simple.
That was pre Champions League. Are we talking about the Villa game at the end of last season?
Yeah. No. The Villa game, like a few days ago.
That's just a B team, That's not the strongest 11, isn't it? So, but there was what I've seen is that there was a pre-Champions League Chelsea and a post-Champions League Chelsea. And the post-Champions League Chelsea look like the vision you're talking about.
Red Devil, but I don't want to be made to look like a fool. Red Devil. Okay, what if I fall into your trap, in the trap of all these
There's
guys?
No trap at all here.
No. There is. Red Devil, you're the enemy. Red Devil, you're the enemy.
There's no official trap.
Red Devil, you're the enemy. We're not friends. We're enemies. So let's say I fall into your trap, and I'm like, Chelsea will win this, blah blah, banners, blah blah, and then the football gods are angry due to my arrogance. And then what happens? Because Red Devil, 2020 was a humbling experience. I wanted Bayern, but I did a whole monologue about how Bayern were complete trash. And Lewandowski was involved in all 7 goals in both legs. It was shocking. I've never in my entire life been as humbled as I was in that game against Bayern. Never in my life.
Okay. So
never again am I trying that's trash. So I will now know that, you know what? Focus. 100% focus. Okay. Be as humble as a pie. Be as humble as a freaking pie.
I don't think that means that you can't give, you can't say that you want to face certain teams, to see how the matchup would be. I don't think it means you can't give players certain nicknames, because I think that is
we need to talk about Man United before, because this I don't care. I don't care what the title of this video says. We're coming back to Man United.
You can't. It's Chelsea.
Yeah. We're coming back to Ronaldo. HH, what happens if Pep lubricates us to today?
That's not going to happen.
Impossible. The only way that happens is if Chelsea have a sending off. So 11v10. Oh, okay, boom. 11 against 11, impossible.
The 2 wouldn't allow it, man. The 2.
No. For what I took, 11. If the referee doesn't mess up Chelsea and sends off a Chelsea player or so forth, 11v11, impossible.
No,
I don't expect it to have a shot on target. If Chelsea play their game, okay, you know what? If Ziyech, Havertz, and all those guys actually create and make the right passes, Chelsea should very easily beat the crap out of those guys.
Chelsea should easily beat the City side.
I said Chelsea should win. That's what I said. I said Chelsea should win. No. Let's twist it. Because I want to shout out to Mowada, who is a hater, by the way. Mowada is a United fan who is a hater. Let's talk about United right now.
It's not really about it's about hate. He's a
hater.
But I think what we're trying to establish in the streams that it's important to go that Chelsea Football Club are in arguably their best position they've been in years. This could potentially be a new golden era for
Aston
Chelsea.
Villa at home.
Or what we talk Aston, is that what in the in the Carabao, in the Patrons, in the
Premier. Wait. Let me make sure. Let me make sure, because Google is your friend.
Okay.
Manchester
was that before?
United.
Was that before or after you guys won the Champions League?
Manchester United. Oh yeah, I think we have a confirm. Wait, let me share screen. So we because it's always good to be visual. See, visuals is a very key thing. So share screen, Chrome tab.
Okay.
So there we go. 12:30, guys. That's BST.
So
British
it's the same
Standard Time.
The problem is that the Chelsea City game is happening
It's
at the same time.
It's the
So
same
most
time.
people are going to be looking at that game and not really going to be paying attention to United.
But Red Devil, you run
it's not really,
a YouTube channel called Red Devil Studio.
Yes,
is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, you do. So
true.
I believe that it's your responsibility to tell me exactly what will happen between these two teams. Now, Red Devil, before you say anything, can you name me the guy from Portugal you bought, please?
He's from Portugal.
Can you name me the guy? You think it's so clever? Can you name me? Can you buy Bruno Fernandes? Can you name the guy?
I need to address initial.
Can you name me?
I just need to address the initial statement. Yes, we bought a player from Portugal.
I know.
It was actually in Sporting.
Okay, I know. Can you name me the guy from Portugal you bought this summer?
Like, it was what like does what's your point, HH? That specific point you're trying to.
My point is just
we have plenty of Portuguese players at United, man.
Because there's a guy.
Don't
you know what?
Specifically.
Okay, no, okay. You know what? Okay. I want to bring this up. Let me bring this up. So, So, guys, live chat, what up? Live chat. I want you to look at this right now. Wait, no, this is better. Champions League all-time top scorers.
Okay.
So,
now, first and foremost,
no.
I
Hold
know
up.
That's wrong because Baiken should be there. Joseph Baiken should be there. They did Baiken a disservice, man. Okay, so Baiken should be top of that list, and then second should be Jimmy Jones. So Baiken, Jimmy Jones, and then Ronaldo. That's
live chat. The guy at the top is called Cristiano Ronaldo. He comes from, I think is it Madeira? Madeira in Portugal. I think it's a term called
Madeira. And then Jimmy Jones, and then Ronaldo. So Ronaldo is the third best.
And I think so, guys. In case you can't see,
third best.
That's 135 goals. 135. 135 goals. So
a lot of goals. Most of those like Real Madrid as well.
So Red Devil, you have the all-time leading.
I only see Jimmy Jones and Baiken though. That's the problem. So
all-time leading.
You can't
Champions League.
All those players, unfortunately.
Top scorer. How aren't you favorites for a trophy? Please explain. When you have the greatest goal scorer of all time in your team.
Well, like I said, I've given you two players that have documented have scored more goals. Whether you accept them or not, it's up to you. So but respect Jimmy Jones and respect Joseph Baiken, man. Those guys were G's. So I put those ahead of Ronaldo in terms of the goal scoring anyway. You can make a case for Gerd Müller, but that was international. As far as Ronaldo goes in the team, oh yeah, of course, Ronaldo will definitely score goals, absolutely. But what you need to understand here is that, Manchester United have an inexperienced manager, and management is key, fundamental to football going forward. Chelsea have a world-class manager, as described by UEFA. This. Oh no, let me not judge it, because UEFA have officially said that Tuchel is the best manager in the world. And on top of that, UEFA said that Jorginho is one of the best football players in the world.
Which is a lie. Which is a lie.
And then UEFA said that Kante's one of the best midfielders in the world. So when you have a situation where UEFA, the body that Chelsea play under, is saying that you have the best manager, in world football, and you have two of the best midfielders in world football as well, and then you add on a Lukaku who was close to Ronaldo in the goal scoring as well. Suddenly it creates this picture where you're like, whoa, who can actually stop Chelsea FC now?
Wait. Red Devil, why don't you have faith? Why don't you have faith in one of the GOATs?
I'm explaining why. Because like as good as Ronaldo is, what can Ronaldo do against the best?
He's a goal scorer.
But
he's he's the greatest goal scorer.
But what?
Wait. Red Devil, are you live chats? Can you ignore live chat? Can you please look at this screen? 135.
But what
135? The hell?
respect Ruud van Nistelrooy as well, by the way, man. Like he's been out for a while, and he's sixth with that. So that's actually
that's all right.
you know, you can respect Ruben Raul, man. So it's just top. But yeah, like that's what I'm saying. Like it's that's what I'm saying. You have to look at the big picture. If it was just Jorginho was your main guy, then I'd be like, okay, yeah, fair enough. Ronaldo easy. But the problem is that it's Ronaldo, it's Kante, it's Lukaku, and it's the Don, the Touk. And there's not a lot of that Ronaldo can do against all of those factors combined. He is a goal scorer, but at the end of the day, he's not a defender. You know, he's not a manager. You know, so he's not a midfielder, and that's where the problem comes. So fundamentally, ultimately, I think that, like I said, my prediction for this season Premier League was always that it was always Chelsea, Liverpool. Sorry, Chelsea, I think City, then Liverpool, then United. That's my Premier League prediction, and that we would at least qualify from the group stages of the Champions League. But then that'll be that. It's unfortunate, but that's just how it is. So,
your lack of faith is disturbing in the words of Adaptability, man.
It's just realism, isn't it? It's realism. So
no,
you have to respect
of faith.
You have to respect
lack of faith.
Have to respect the better team. And right now, as you said before, because as you're saying, to quote UHH, which team can really beat this Chelsea team? Those were your words. Those were your words. Which team? Which team in the league? Which team in the CL can really beat this Chelsea team? And you said at a stretch, on a good day, Bayern. And that was it. So what more can be said? what more can be said, man? What more can be said?
Detroit's Rock City. HH, don't believe in jinxes. Say it and man up to it. Detroit, I'm not falling for you or Red Devils tricks. I'm sorry, I'm not.
I've not done any tricks since I'm
not falling for your tricks. It's like you want me to say it. You want me to mess with the football gods. I won't say it. Detroit, all I'm going to say is that I hope we meet in the Champions League. That's all I'm going to say. I hope we meet in the Champions League.
I hope we. So just to clarify, you said I hope we meet.
We meet.
Bayern. I hope we meet
for lunch. I hope we meet for lunch.
I hope we meet. No, just
I hope we meet for lunch. I hope we meet
in the Champions League.
Because
it's just
the arrogance of Bayern. It's the arrogance.
You just kind of use a synonym for like, so it's like hope and like effectively the same thing. So you kind of just use another synonym to describe I want Bayern. You just said I hope that we meet Bayern.
All I said is that I want revenge on 2020 because that's me doesn't count. And also, I don't like how Bayern are about being arrogant. So for me, it would
make your day if you drew Bayern.
Chelsea, I would. Bring them on.
Bring them on.
What?
Bring them on. Bring them on. Bring them on. Bring them on, man. Yeah, man. But there, see, that's HH, man. That is, yes. Bring Bayern on. Bring them on, man. Like what do Chelsea have to lose, man? Bring them on, man. Bring them on. like, bro, yeah.
Man, I need to end this stream soon, man. I need to end this stream soon. Later in Latimus Prime, man, bro. What up, bro? Yeah, the mic walking there. Latimus Prime. Is the mic walking there, bro? Red Devil, look, man.
Bring them on. Bring them on.
I didn't say anything. I didn't say that.
It's just in the comments. You said bring Bayern on. I actually think that's even better than I want Bayern, because I want Bayern is more like it's more like just like wanting something. But actually saying bring Bayern Munich on is like actually laying the gauntlet down.
Look. Red, is it? You keep on tempting me. You
tempting you to do what?
Is
Is this
Chelsea at full strength? That's what I was going to say.
Okay. Chelsea at full strength. Bring Bayern on.
No.
That is
no.
I'm just combining the two
all
sentences.
I said was Chelsea at full strength.
I'm just
with
combining
freaking your boy Tuchel, Lukaku, and so forth at full strength. At full strength.
I'm just combining the two sentences. You know,
you have to,
Chelsea at full strength.
Chelsea at full strength.
On. Okay.
At full strength.
Fine. Exactly. King and Barney. Like this is the thing is your words say change. They're inspiring confidence in your complicated fans, man.
There's one thing about confidence. There's another thing about like Nazis and World War II. Like I think that's a bit of confidence that's a bit extreme. You know, like Aryan. Like that's a bit too much. But Umbani, relax. Umbani, I'm building a picture here. Because Red Devil, what do I want? To boast now and end up trophyless, or be humble and see a Premier League and a UCL at the end?
You've not really been that humble.
Red Devil, I need a Premier League and a UCL. Oh no, I've been Red Devil. Compared to how I was before, I've been super humble. I have been super humble, way humble, 100%. Like. This is one of the most humble half-ups I've ever seen. Because all I'm saying is this, man.
Bring Bayern on.
No. At full strength.
At full strength, bring him on.
At full strength.
Bring him on.
That's what I'm saying. Full strength.
Full strength, bring him on.
But Man City. Red Devil. Who are Man City?
Who are Man?
Who are these guys?
Can you just give me a list of teams?
Who are these guys?
Can you give me just a list of teams, HH, where you're like, who are these teams? So,
Man City.
So you say like, who are Man City?
I think just beat the crap out of them in our UCL final. Man City.
So who are Man City? Who are Liverpool?
I never said no.
Who are
Red Devil? Let's talk Man City. Red Devil. What happened in our UCL final? What happened?
Who
beat the crap out of them.
Okay.
I expect at least 3 Gs tomorrow. At least 3 Gs.
But do you have like a list of teams who like you're not like? So you would say like who are PSG? You know, who are Real Madrid?
No.
Who are
two teams that I'm not afraid of.
Yeah,
City and PSG.
Okay.
City and PSG. Nonsense teams. Small boys.
Juventus, for example, you'll slap Juventus. You know this.
No. Won't slap them, but we'll beat them comfortably. Okay. Should beat them very comfortably.
I'm not afraid.
Should beat them comfortably. But Red Devil, Man City, Red Devil, come on. Like Pep, like it's a mismatch. Like I mean no respect to Man City. I expect a lubrication.
Ooh, this actually is a good Clayton Cruz. Like hashtag, we should get that trending. Hashtag full strength. Hashtag full strength. Listen, like forget Semi's minimum, just hashtag full strength. Hashtag full guys in the chat, like get that. We need to get that trending. That should be the new thing, like on Saturdays. So hashtag full strength. Hashtag full strength. That's
what clips are nothing can be clipped. I didn't say anything.
There's no clip.
Red Devil, at any point did I say that I wanted any of these guys?
Hashtag full strength, man.
I never said I wanted any of these guys.
I want to get
Red
that
Devil. We have Luke Skywalker, man.
Yeah. Actually, hashtag full strength, man. I want to get on board on that Twitter handle. Actually, hashtag full strength.
Red Devil, talk to me about Kante. Guys, can you live chats? Can you please remove all those hashtags? I don't want to see all those hashtags in there.
Hashtag full strength, guys.
Man. Can you remove all those hashtags? Live chats, remove all those hashtags in there.
It's
Red Devil, talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me about Kante.
Kante is the best midfield in world football right now.
Oh, yo, what's up, bro? No, talk to me about Kante. No, talk to me about Kante's influence, please.
He's the best midfielder in world football right now. There's no in his position. There's no doubt about that. So,
Jorginho.
We can hear you. We can hear you, lad. We can hear you.
Yeah.
No. I'm saying Jorginho's right now better.
HH, you want to take over?
Damn bloody fool.
HH, I'm not a brick. Don't do that. I'm not a brick. Don't do that.
I'm a United fan here. You speak to your fellow Chelsea fan about this. I don't have anything to say.
Did you just say that? Did you just kick him?
Don't kick me.
What's it called? No. Ban. I think let's say remove. Kick him now. Can you please explain, Latimus Prime, why you feel that Jorginho, the worst player to ever win a Best Player award, is better than Kante? Please explain.
He's not the worst player to ever win the Best Player award. We just said what right now, so on form.
No. Right now, as of right now.
Right now on form, yes. It's
okay. Latimus Prime. You watched the Tottenham game, didn't you?
Yes.
Jorginho was playing in that first half, wasn't he?
Yes.
What was Jorginho doing in that first half, please? Can you tell me?
What I saw from that Tottenham game in the first half, Mason Mount stinking up the field.
My question, Latimus Prime, is what did Jorginho do in that first half against Tottenham? What was he doing?
What I saw in that first half was Mason Mount stinking up the field.
Okay, I'll answer for you. Jorginho was passing the ball backwards, back, all the way back to Timbuktu. Who came on in the second half and changed the game?
Kante came on for Mason Mount, yes.
Who came onto the pitch? I don't care who he came on for. Who came onto the pitch and changed the course of the game?
Kante came on for Mason Mount, yes.
So Kante came on and changed the course of the game. But somehow you believe that Jorginho has performed better. Okay. What's easy. Let me land. What did Jorginho do in that UCL semi? In both legs.
He was one of our best players in the UCL.
Who was one of our best? Okay, cool. That's a lie, but fine.
But he was.
Okay, I know. Okay, fine.
And the thing is, I'm not taking anything away from Kante. It's very close, so it doesn't matter who you put up. To be fair, it is. No, it is
close.
Yes, it is.
No. Okay. Who won man of the match in both of those legs in the UCL semis?
Kante, but that doesn't take away what Jorginho did, does it?
It takes everything away. Wait, hold on. Let me answer this guy's job. Your boy Mbani says, I don't want peace, I want problems, always. As that's what I basically be on Twitter, by the way. Mbani.
Hashtag
Mbani, relax.
Also, to be fair, Bayern Munich, yeah? I said this.
Latimus, relax. Latimus, relax. No. Latimus, you know, I'm gonna talk over you. No, Latimus. No, you can't. You can't. I'm gonna speak first.
You're gonna let Latimus land, HH.
No. He's not landing. Latimus Prime. Before you say something that you could possibly regret, think long and hard, because Latimus Prime in 20. Let me land. In 2020, I said I wanted ban and I was made to look like a fool. And Red Devil and these clowns in life just have held that against me. So Latimus Prime, before you say something stupid, think long and hard.
HH. I watch your channel for years, so I know all about the semis minimum and all of that. The thing you never factored in is the fact of Lampard. Me, after our first leg with Atletico Madrid, I said I want Lewandowski's head on a stake. I said last year, I'm not afraid of anybody. I want Lewandowski's head on a stake. I wanted to play PSG with Mbappe and Neymar and Poch. I'm not afraid of anybody.
Okay.
So that last year in our run to the UCL once we got Tuchel. So
this year now, you're like, Bayern Munich, bring them on. PSG, bring them on. Like, no fear, anything like that.
Did I say that?
I know. I'm just following your logic. You said last season that's what you did. You wanted Lewandowski on 6. So I'm saying, so because he won the Champions League, by continuation now, you'd want to face Bayern to get that revenge, or
That's not what. Wait, what revenge do we need against Bayern?
Didn't they lubricate you at 2020?
That's Lampard's fault. Not my club's fault. That's Lampard's fault. The revenge that Bayern need, they need to beat us in the Champions League final. That's the revenge that they need.
That is a fair point. That is a fair point. But Ladimos, Man City expects us to, and also I think Mbani wants your address because of your Kante hates. But Man City,
I don't hate Kante. Don't do that.
No,
I don't hate Kante.
Sure. Hater. So my thing is, massive game, huge game. Wait, no, hold on. Good address this. Sean, relax. There is no arrogance here. Red Devil was trying to coax me to being arrogant, and I didn't fall for his trap.
There was no coaxing.
All I said,
all I heard was
Red Devil was trying to
bring them on. That's what
he was trying to whitemail me. Red Devil was trying to whitemail me. I was not falling for the whitemail he had. Okay. So look, man, he was trying to whitemail me, and I didn't fall for it.
Okay.
I am as humble as pie.
Didn't you give Tuchel a nickname?
I'm as humble. No, I didn't. I called him Thomas Tuchel. Thomas German Tuchel. Ladimos Prime. Ladimos Prime. Talk to me right now. Man City. I believe that this should be an easy game unless the referee interferes. If the referee didn't interfere, Chelsea would have easily beaten Liverpool. That's fact. Now, as long as the referee doesn't interfere and give Chelsea a red card, what are you expecting from this game against Pep Guardiola?
We should have beaten Liverpool even with 10 men. They're not that good. But anyway, this game, Pep's going to do something to mess up this game. I think we'll win easily. I don't necessarily see this much of a challenge. I'm looking forward to playing Man United more than I am to playing Man City.
So, how are you confident of a dub? Do you think it's going to be difficult to draw?
No, I'm confident in us winning, yes.
What does the confidence come from? Pep Guardiola has no plan B. The previous wins against City, the fact they didn't get a trophy, Chelsea's things so because I'll tell you, I'll be real with you, man. Ziyech, Havertz, and Mount have to step up. They have to step up because if those guys are on that same BS and so forth, Wait. Do you start Werner?
Yes. Mount is injured, so he's not touching the field. I would. I'd play Lukaku, Havertz, Werner up against them.
Wait, Ladimos, do you watch Star Wars? Do you know of Star Wars?
I don't. If I speak on Star Wars, I've watched one episode or one movie. Star Wars is not.
Basically, they're calling you Darth Prime. They're calling you Darth Prime.
What does that mean?
Basically, the evil guys in Thingy wear like a hoodie and so forth and everything. Yeah. Also, guys, I hope you're not saying this because he's dark skin, man. So don't be bloody racist, man. There are 3 blacks here. So relax and chill, Mook, all right? White I was about to say white lives matter. Well, okay, actually, look. No, wait. yeah, relax. Red Devil. I won't come back to Man United. No. Ladimos Prime. No, wait, easy. Ladimos Prime. Man United with Cristiano Ronaldo. What do you expect them to do? Keep in mind that Cristiano Ronaldo is the top goal scorer in the Champions League. He has discovered more countries with his goals and he's the top goal scorer internationally. Do you think that they are a threat based on how much of a goal scorer Cristiano Ronaldo is?
I said this before they bought him. Man United are one of the favourites for the title. With Man City and Chelsea, those 3 are the favourites for the title.
No. Even
without Cristiano Ronaldo. So I don't want to hear any excuses. Ollie is not as bad as what people make him out to be. I think he's a good manager. All these world-class players, people always say that they have. Luke Shaw had a brilliant season last season. He proved Mourinho wrong. They've got world-class Champions League, Rafael Varane. They've got Paul Pogba, everyone says he's world class. I don't think he is world class. I know he's not world class. They've got Bruno, who's meant to be world class. World class, ice cold Martial. They've got Rashford, Mason Greenwood, all these brilliant world class players. Go and challenge for the league. I'm not saying they should win the league, but go and challenge for it. Or go and challenge in the Champions League. One of the two.
Red Devil, to that you say what? Doubter.
I say that there are other clubs in the league that I feel are more advanced than where Manchester United are run out, and I've shown evidence.
Liar.
And I've shown evidence in recent seasons for that. So City obviously won the Premier League last season, and I've strengthened obviously with getting Grealish, and I've got Pep Guardiola as one of the best managers in the world. And over a 38-game season has shown what he can do. Chelsea, enough said with the Champions League and what have you. And then Liverpool obviously are back. Most of their, I don't count their performance last season because they had 7 or 8 how many players injured throughout the whole entire season, which was like a freak accident, so you can't really judge Liverpool based on last season's performance, really. So they've got all their players back. That's already 3 teams, so that with superior, not only with good squads, but then on top of that with superior managers. And that's just what it is, and I think that with Chelsea Football Club having won the Champions League already, getting Tuchel for a season and strengthened significantly with Lukaku as one of the best goal scorers in Europe, and with the solid defense that you have, competing for a treble and aiming for that is expected.
You talked a whole lot of nonsense. Man United are challengers for the league. I don't want to hear any excuses. I don't care.
There's no.
Wait. Let me explain. Red Devil believes they can win, but there's been something happening on this channel called white magic. So it's called reverse psychology. Red Devil is.
I don't think I've said that United can win the league. I don't think I've said those words.
I'm speaking for Red Devil here. Red Devil is I'm speaking for Red Devil here. Red Devil, because he said this to me in confidence. I'm going to expose what he told me in private. Red Devil is very confident United winning the league, but he's trying to use my trick. So he's trying to use reverse psychology,
right,
in order to use white magic to get him to win. So Latimus, of course, he knows their favorites. Of course, he knows their favorites, but he's trying to say the opposite because he thinks that will work. So don't believe his lies.
I don't think I ever said on this channel. I don't think I ever said on this channel, bring Bayern on. I didn't say that. I never said bring it on Bayern.
But you know what's the good thing, Red Devil? Bayern Munich don't play in the Premier League, so it's fine.
They do.
You can challenge for the league here. It's fine.
They play it. I was talking more about the overall fact that I think Chelsea are in a good position to challenge for a treble. That's what I mean in instance, Latimus. That's what we're talking about.
No, Chelsea can challenge for the treble. You can challenge for the league. Is that fair?
It's possible.
That's not possible. It's also possible Chelsea challenge for the treble.
Wait. I want so before we ride out to, because I actually need to finish my dinner.
You're eating at like 2:00.
Bro, let me live. Can I live? Let me live. So
in the jet stream of your stomach and stuff. So
baptism of Pep.
Easy. No. I want. So basically, first of all,
you're saying a baptism.
Let me land. Latimer's prime as the Chelsea dude here. Can I get a scoreline and what's going to happen in this game? Scoreline, goal scorers. How's this game going to roll through?
I would love it for it to be 5-0 Chelsea. But we'll win 3-1, 2-1.
If it's 3-1, can I get some goal scorers, please?
Jorginho, Werner, Lukaku.
And Jorginho, I expect that's a penalty.
Jorginho, Werner, Lukaku.
Is that a penalty from Jorginho or not? Penalty or open play?
Doesn't matter.
So Jorginho penalty. Then,
Lampard
thank
scored
you.
the majority of his
No,
goals
penalty. Jorginho
from
penalty.
penalties. Doesn't matter.
Red Devil
Doesn't
Studio
matter.
RDS. Can I get a scoreline prediction, please?
I'm going for a draw, a 1-1 draw. I think.
Wait, why?
For the reasons that I said, that I don't think he's going to start Werner, and I think that that the City defense will probably mark Lukaku out of the game. So I think it'll be a very cagey affair, and a very cagey affair means a draw. So
if he starts Werner, what score do you say?
if he starts Werner, 2-0 to Chelsea.
I'm gonna say that he will start Werner, and I'm gonna say 2-0. I'm going to say 2-0. Chelsea will keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
And that'll be the case may be, man. So before we write out here, because we want to write out here and so forth, I want to now ask this question specific to Latimus. So Latimus, what do you expect of Chelsea this season?
I'm